Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mythos Monday. Hope you're doing well out there. If you're a part of our community texting group.
You're all a part of our community.
Yeah, you are.
The overall.
Texting group.
The editorial.
We're going to pop a number up on the screen. If you are kind of like us and you find yourself drifting out at sea away from the tides of social media.
Man, ads right up
front. This is a good place to be. Well, it's relevant to the point, which is I texted this morning.
Yeah. What did you say? It was exciting. I got that text this morning.
Are you in those groups?
Yeah. Sometimes I harass you with those responses.
I texted our Marvel Champions and Arkham Horror group. Anyone that is... If you're on that list, if you text us, one of the first things it'll ask you to do is respond with games that you play. That's how I tailor who gets what updates. I can say anyone that has said Arkham Horror, that kind of thing. Anyways, and I mentioned the fact that we're trying a new approach, and I hope this is still accurate.
It absolutely is.
We're trying a new approach here on Mondays. So a while back, by that I mean about 2 years ago now, when the pandemic kicked off. We're about to March 2022.
Wow.
We started streaming 5 days a week. When that started, we did a whole week of Arkham. And then after that, was it Freaky Friday? Is that what we did for a long time?
We did Freaky Friday for a long time.
Yeah. And then at some point, not at some point, in 2021, we switched at the beginning of the year to 4 days a week of streaming. And then we moved Arkham to Monday, Mythos Monday, and Marvel Monday, rotating.
Cooperative LCG Monday, basically.
Yeah. And I think the campaign that broke us was Dream Eaters, because it's actually two campaigns. And so what would happen is we play Arkham. The next week we play Champions.
Oh, yeah.
The next week we play Arkham, and we might be on a different characters.
We were dreaming.
And then we play Champions, and then we play Arkham, and then it literally was 4 to 6 weeks in between sessions when we're playing the same decks. But what we're looking at doing is trying a new form of, new schedule, I guess, not new form, where we're going to be testing it out here with Edge of the Earth, where we're going to play back-to-back-to-back Arkham streams week over week.
All the way through.
Until we're done with Edge of the Earth. I almost said Edge of the Campaign. That's wrong. Anyways, until we're done with Edge of the Earth. And then, hopefully, that's about the time that the next Marvel box is coming out, Sinister Motives.
Yeah.
Then we'll probably take a break from Arkham and jam, that campaign, 4 or 5, 6 sessions in a row, however many it takes. And then, at some point soon thereafter, we're expecting the next box for Arkham to come out.
Mm-hmm.
We're also at the point where we're almost caught up to Arkham.
And Earthborn's on the horizon, too.
And
Let's not forget, we got Skyterra Horde as well. So it's actually...
Fab is doing PvE?
Maybe. Or did they officially say that? I don't know. There have been rumors 1,000
ways. In
the
French interview.
There's been rumors of Ashes doing PvE. There's rumors of Fab doing PvE. But everyone's got rumors. What's a rumor worth?
I'm 99% sure that they've at least publicly announced it for Fab.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully they have. So what we're saying is we're going to do chunks of content, and I think it's going to be more enjoyable for everybody. That's kind of what we're going to be testing here is just do the full solid Edge of the Earth week after week after week, get that campaign accomplished, talk about how it went, what our experience was with it, then move to a next big chunk of content where we might play through all the Sinister Motives from all the Champions, 3, 4, 5 weeks of that, and then go to something else in a bigger chunk. So just being able to week after week kind of catch the mini series, as it were, and be excited about this moment in time when that's what's going on. And then it switches to something else. And then, we say Arkham will be back in April 18th with this thing. And so we'll just have those bigger chunks, which we're going to be testing and think it'll be more successful for us, certainly more enjoyable, easier to follow along with what's happened from week to week. And then also, hopefully for all of you as well, you get to have a nice chunk of enjoyable content, like when the new season of Ozark comes out, and you're like, okay,
here we go.
I'm watching this for a little while, and then it goes away for a while, and then it comes back, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think regardless of people watching, and I'm curious to hear if people have thoughts, you can leave it in the live chat and or on the video after the fact. Community
or Discord as well.
Those are good places to also hit us up. But as players, I think it'd be way better. I've found in Arkham particularly, I feel like you can get really good with the deck, and that's been a lot harder.
Yeah.
Since we switched to the other format, and in Champions, I feel like there's an iterative deck building going on that I don't really get to experience right now because it's too far in between.
So that's the plan. Hope you all dig it, and I'm gonna get to the comments here, and then we're gonna dive into I'm sure a lot of reading.
Yeah, seriously.
Igor asking
Interlude
about the Edge of the Earth products, the boards, the clues, the dooms. I'll grab those boards for us to use today.
Yeah, you can keep talking.
Those are officially on the way. They were submitted a while back to our local partner here in Tulsa for production. So we're just waiting on that delivery to come in. Once we get all that stuff in, it could be this week, it could be next week. We'll go live probably that next Monday. I think we'll probably go live on one of these streams with those offerings. And it'll be cool this time because we've actually, I don't know if you know this, but we've got a
stream full of surprises.
We've got a diagram. We don't need to show it now, Bryce. So no need to bring it up unless it's already happening. But we've got a diagram that is the design of this board in its like purest form before it actually becomes a physical object.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan did a write-up of all the different things on it and where they come from and the inspiration, quotes from Manchester Madness, really cool. The other one, Mountains of Madness. And so it'll be fun to launch the board and then also talk about what really is going on with the symbology of something like this.
There's a surprising amount there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whenever I finally like get around, I'm like, yeah, that looks great. Like this would be wonderful. And then he's like, you want to know the inspiration for it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then it's like a 16-hour
and then he
diatribe. So
actually has things to say.
Just to share that part of the process with people, I'm very excited to make that happen. James sent us an email recently about a possible next campaign following up in case you want to continue. I don't know anything about that, James.
Me neither.
Do you?
So I don't know who you're reaching out to.
But we
go to Discord.
We'll continue on our current plan, at least as far as the campaign is concerned, and Marvel and all that. Red Tyrant's excited. Back-to-back Arkham. Wonderful. Dan Campbell, happy Monday to you as well. Gregory Scott said it via community. And saying it again here, this new schedule makes a lot of sense. We love nothing if not being rational actors in this space.
Good plain sense.
Funky asking any chance for an occasional Arkham standalone scenario between Cycles of Arkham and Marvel. So if there's no current Arkham campaign and no current Marvel campaign, and let's say, if Earthborn's doing what it's doing, or Sky to a Horde, who knows what it's got going on. But there's always the potential for that kind of stuff to fill in the gaps and doing some one-shots. I don't think we want to exclusively do blocks of content. Mostly that, but then sometimes we might be like, let's do this weird thing.
I think, given that we loosely expect 2 campaigns a year to come out for Arkham and probably 2 boxes seemingly for Champions, last I knew.
That's already, 24 or 25 weeks of content right there?
Yeah, that's like half your year.
Yeah.
But that still leaves half the year for other sorts of shenanigans. So who knows what we'll get up to.
A lot of support from the chat. Thank you so much for all of that. Thomas Morton said the same thing apparently about it being a good plan. Frank Levy saying good plan. New Soniverse saying I agree. Good plan.
A lot of familiar names out there.
Bromby saying, I just got the Lord of the Rings LCG revised core set. I've been going back through all your videos you did throughout the years on Lord of the Rings. It's been a blast going through it all. That's amazing. Hey, let me tell you, the back catalog is not something you seek out to make, but now having the 15 plus years of content in the back catalog is very cool.
Yeah, it's
really
really
a very
wild.
nice feature that we we just kept making videos. That's basically how that went. We just kept making them. And some of it is very, very weird content.
Yeah. James is saying to use the contact form. So the contact form is for orders specifically and for effectively business.
Hit that Ask Covenant channel,
Yeah. Go to the Discord. There's an Ask Covenant, or just go to the Arkham section and you can post there.
Or text Zach on community.
These are all the it's everywhere.
Yeah. And put it the contact form is for
also,
orders.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Please don't show up on the doorstep. I duck and cover anytime somebody's at the door, man.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that. It's like somebody calling me on the phone. It's like, there must be an emergency.
I wish I had video of sometimes in the old store, because we had this large open glass. You get to see right in, right? And you see someone kind of walking up, and Steven and Robert particularly.
Oh, we bolt, man. I don't want to have that awkward, the door's locked, but I don't want to come talk to you because, I'm busy doing stuff. But you're like, well, but I'm here. And it's like, it's just, thanks.
Do you remember what's going on? I do.
Oh, man.
It's a quiz.
So as far as I remember, we came in by boat, right?
I thought you were going to say
and then once we got in the boat, the boat came in, and then we wanted to make planes.
So we brought the parts to make a plane.
Okay, so
2 planes.
And this is standard, I think, from the old expeditions. You boat in everything, and then you build the planes on site, and then we planed out.
Yep.
And then we crashed.
That's right, and that was the Ice and Dust scenario, part 1, and part 3. We skipped part 2. Remember this?
Yeah, because we had to find a place to camp because it was a
and then we went to the barrier camp.
Went to the barrier camp, and we found some supplies and stuff along the way, like the dynamite and stuff that would be helpful. And then we set off attacked at night. And we were like, no, we're going to kill it rather than run from it. And we did
killed
that
all of it.
successfully. We destroyed it. And then we started climbing a mountain.
We did.
I'm not certain I remember why.
Because the city that we were trying to get to is on the other side of the mountain.
So we think this is the Forgotten. So we may as well get something while we're here was our thought, right?
I think his name was Dyer. So sharing to you the Forbidden Peaks. Destinations many miles ahead, jagged peaks, etc. And then the city, Dyer, Professor Dyer and Danforth have been talking about is apparently, that's where we're going.
And it was basically like, we're this far in already. We don't want to go back to the university totally empty-handed after all this money.
We'll lose our jobs
we'll grab
and all
something
that kind of stuff. And the climbing the mountain scenario was a good time.
And that was super fun. We pushed our luck almost to a disastrous degree on that one.
Yeah, but we know what we're doing. We're old pros.
Of course we did. We know what comes out of that bag. I like when I lean back, I kind of have like a noir lighting. Right, like this.
If you go a little further that way, it'll be even funnier.
Which way?
That way. See?
This way?
It gets darker over there. Yeah. You just roll out and don't come back.
It's just me over here.
Yeah. We could do one of those like investigative videos where it's like our faces blurred out.
All right, and then... So you want the job or not? I don't know.
That's right.
I can't imagine a noir.
Reminding you that Lily lovingly left you. She checked out, got to the other side, and said, Steven can figure this out.
Oh, right. That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have anybody die, right? We didn't have any... One randomly died or got lost. Or
randomly.
I think. Randomly.
No, we just didn't go check in the tent.
We didn't check the corpses. Yeah. And I'm going to keep not checking the corpses.
Yeah.
Corpse is dead. Enough said.
All right. So we got to this interlude of Endless Night, and I said, hey, we'll read this next time.
Okay.
We will need the campaign book.
Okay. Got it.
To decide which of these sections to read. Okay.
How about Monday?
Marvelous.
I don't know. These days, Mondays are both... I think Mondays are easier for me than they used to be. I think it's because we're trying the 410 thing. And it's just like, man, that 3-day period makes such a difference. It's nuts.
It is way better.
You come back in and you're like, okay, like I can do 4 days of this before I need to get out of here.
Yeah,
again.
I can spend 4 days with these people.
I can do 4 days. But that 5th day, man, oof.
It's interesting because like I feel like Monday, first part of Monday for me is like getting plugged in. I gotta clear out the inbox. I gotta just deal with all that kind of stuff. We have meetings and whatnot. Then we get into this, and then it's like all of a sudden the stream makes everything weird. Honestly,
it also makes everything awesome.
Yeah.
Because you have this like natural point
bad.
where you're like work, and then it's like games.
Yeah, here we are.
Arkham,
but
and
then
still technically work.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird pacing for sure.
Hey Veronica, good to see you. We are having a good day so far.
You ready for an endless night?
Let's do it.
Interlude 2, Endless Night. Endless Night number 1. Once again safe, you and your companions set up camp in silence. You marvel at how much quieter the evening is compared to those that came before, be it due to your dwindling numbers on the grim mood that hangs over the camp. But the quiet is anything but peaceful. As the hours pass, you can't seem to get any rest. You decide instead to check on your companions. Didn't we read this? You only have time to check on a few team members.
I think we do it every time. Because they said you'll be checking on people constantly throughout the edge of the earth. But we make sure. The people said, though. The people really wanted us to check on the dead.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says.
I think we do check. This is okay. We're good.
We're in the right spot, right? Arkham always never...
I love Mondays because I'm off. That would be a weird schedule.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
It's like you're one of the only people that's off around you. And so it's like... It's kind of awesome in that you're in this special little like zone where nobody's gonna mess with you.
We have occasional Mondays off when we're traveling because like we come back from Gen Con, get back really late Sunday, not work Monday, and those days are always awesome.
It's true.
So I used to live in an apartment, and Mondays were great because I would be home. There's no one there.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's a pool, but you go to the pool on Monday at 10 a.m. No one.
Maybe we need to take Mondays off too.
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking, why don't we just take them all off and buy a little house on the beach? Let's go.
Play Arkham all day.
We'll just stream Arkham from the beach house. Okay, back to it.
Yeah.
The quiet is anything peaceful, etc., etc. Decide to check on it. You only have enough time to check on a few team members, regardless of whether they are live or crossed out. One at a time, choose and read 3 of the sections below. 4 instead of the team found another way through the mountains.
Team climbed the summit. We did not find another way. We found the most direct way, which was climbing the summit.
Boy, do I want to know what that other way looked like.
What is the other way? Wait, what could that even have been?
I think if the thing advanced more, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we you know
what I mean?
Maybe like the top was now inaccessible and we had to find a different way, a cave or something. Like that secret in the Aladdin Sega Genesis game, in that when you go in, did you play that?
Yes.
Oh
I
my
also played
gosh.
the Lion King Impossible to Win
Dude,
game.
oh, it's so crazy. It was like, but you would get through the that weird in the actual lamp, right? And there was jewels and stuff everywhere in the background, and you would run through, and it was super difficult. And then you get to the very end, and there's that like mountainous thing that you climb up, and at the top is the gem that you grab, and that's the next stage.
Yeah.
But you could cut across the right, like halfway through, if you timed it right and jumped right, and you would go through, and there'd be all these bonuses, and you go up the other side. Yeah.
I did never know about that.
Oh my gosh, it was the greatest feeling. I did it every time. Every time.
Don't you love that kind of stuff in games where it's like, yeah.
I love it. It was so full of secrets. And then you get to the rug flying level. The only way to beat it is to like pause the screen every second so you can see where the rocks are and start pressing down and up.
The more we hone in on it, the more the like mystery and discovery element of everything, it makes me realize how much that appeals to me. Like, there's a reason collectibles worked for me, because it was like, oh, the really rare stuff that you might find, and like back in the day when the spoilers weren't posted and stuff. Mm-hmm. But picturing like any game that really had so many secrets you couldn't ever turn every stone over in that kind of way would be quite awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe that's the whole point of being alive, is just to discover. Learn.
Well, then eventually you realize you can only turn so many stones over.
Infinite stones, man.
You gotta pick.
Then you go to Mars.
That's right. Straight to Mars. I just like to go to space. Let's get back to Earth. If the game effect can't be performed, it doesn't count toward the total, and you may instead choose a new section. After you've read the appropriate number of sections, proceed to Endless Night 2. So we get 3 sections.
We get to check on 3 people?
3 people.
Do you have the cards of who's...
Yeah.
Because I didn't do a very good job of writing down who's alive. I wrote down who's dead, though. William Dyer, Avery Claypool, and James Cookie dead.
Claypool's dead.
Here, let's go to the top down here.
James Cookie. Who's the other one?
Avery.
Avery James.
Avery James William Dyer.
He's dead.
Professor Dyer's dead? That's a bummer.
Alive.
Yeah,
you probably have one in your deck.
Yeah, Mala. So wait, who did we check on last time? Did we write that down, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
It's going to be different every time, but we could assume the doctor might heal us of trauma and these kinds of things.
Yeah, or this time they could be dead. It could be a total.
It could be a bamboozle.
Bamboozling. Hold on, I'm trying to find.
Chat, you guys are cool.
They doing stuff.
Look at Alex Becker over here on the mail route. On the mail route. Even weirder is my schedule rotation of days off. So 1 week it's Monday, the next is Tuesday, and so on.
That would be strange.
That's pretty cool. Zach McGaw saying, I don't think I ever made it past the Lion King level with getting thrown around by the monkeys. You remember that one?
I remember at some point getting stuck and then not being able to proceed. And it was pretty miserable. Like you do. Okay. So how about you pick one? We'll start with you picking one, and I'll see how I feel after that.
Let's think about ourselves.
So the thing is, I've been using Amy. You've been using the doctor.
So I kind of just don't want to...
I say we pick someone else just to see what happens.
And we can pick the dead still, right?
Yep. Go check on their frozen bodies.
But are we carrying them with us? Is that the idea? Are they on a sled or something?
I don't know. It might be like, oh, you found James Cookie, and like he won't need his gun anymore. You get this cool thing.
I don't need a gun, though.
Well, look at their
Honestly,
art.
I don't think I need much of anything that Cookie's bringing. It literally says dubious choice as the subtitle, so like I think that's probably an idea of what we should.
Now, last time we were like, why haven't we been going to Roald Ellsworth? Roald?
The one that prevents the treacheries?
Well, he's the intrepid explorer. Like, of course.
I want to visit Avery. Avery recently died. Let's go look at Avery's corpse, okay?
Let's see what happens to a dead body. If Avery Claypool is alive, if Avery Claypool is crossed out and an investigator did not already earn his Memorial of the Lost card from Interlude 1.
No, I don't have that.
And no one does. Claypool's belongings lay scattered about his encampment's main tent, including a map of the Ross ice shelf he'd marked with various annotations you don't quite understand. A cold wind blows open the flaps of the tent and fills the space with frigid air. You wrap your arms around your chest to keep warm. Without Claypool, you are defenseless against the dangerous weather. Being caught out in a polar storm would be deadly. And he was the only one with the expertise to accurately predict them. You sigh and make to leave, stopping momentarily to glance at the heavy fur coat bundled with the remainder of Claypool's things. Then you glance down at your own, worn and ragged from the arduous journey. You pick up Claypool's and leave your old coat behind. Maybe he isn't leaving you defenseless against the weather after all. After any one investigator may add the Claypool's furs story asset to their deck. This can be found in Memorials of the Lost Encounter set. It does not count toward that investigators.
Bring that on. I don't think I have a chest slot.
It's a chest slot. It's a fast action 2-cost asset. 3 health. Reaction when you reveal a frost token during a skill test you're performing. Deal damage to Claypool's furs. Cancel that chaos token and return it to the bag. Reveal a new chaos token.
Yes, this is fantastic.
It's yours.
Do you already have a coat of some kind, or?
I don't need a coat. Look at these.
Do you need health?
Moves.
You have heals. You have onboard heals,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Does it does not count towards my deck size?
I do already have a coat, which is my backpack.
Oh, sure. Right. You can't have a backpack and a coat
I know,
on.
it'd be ludicrous.
I mean, winter in Oklahoma, I learned that real quick.
Yeah.
One or the other, Steven. Get on the bus. You can take your books, or you can be warm. There is no other way.
This is the only way.
Elia and Takata. That's great, man. I'm excited about that.
I see what I did.
And Takata. Is there a different branch if you already have the furs?
No, you just wouldn't be able to do it. So then it wouldn't count against us.
Oh, so then we go. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was Avery. I mean, what other things are waiting for us?
So Avery's dead. Cookies. I'm rewriting my list here, and Dyer is dead. And then we just checked on Avery. So we have.
What up, David?
We have Avery done. I forget who we have checked on last time. What's up, David Whitfield? Always a joy to see your name in the chat.
I feel like Cookie, just based on his art, we would get a gun.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Don't need a gun.
You definitely don't.
Professor Dyer, looks like we get some glasses.
Start a fire.
Well,
we got a dog handler. I like dogs. Airplane mechanic. I think we may have already. Dr. Kinsler shared her research, so I think maybe we've already done Dr. Kinsler. I think we did Dr. Kinsler last time. Not that it matters. If it doesn't apply, we get to do another one. So it's not.
I would be curious to check out Dr. Kinsler just to see.
Okay, let's make sure. See if we did her last.
Yeah, she was mine. So then, we'll see how that goes. All right. Okay. If Dr. Amy Kinsler is alive, and Dr. Kinsler is sharing her research with you,
she is
recorded in your campaign log.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
There's also 2 other sections.
Oh my goodness! Wait, does she? If we keep checking on Kinsler, do we keep advancing the tree? And then at the end of it is like an awesome item or something. It's like playing Max Syndicate.
That's what I'm talking about. There's so many pathways I need to go down. Anyways.
Okay, let's go. What do you got?
Right. Dr. Kinsler is unsurprised when you enter a tent. She looks up from her desk and tilts her glasses down to gaze at you directly. Here to inquire about my findings, she asks, to which you nod. Very well. You note her unusually warm demeanor as you approach and peer over her shoulder. In front of her, a section of an elder thing's limb is dissected with expert precision. Dark green liquid stains its scaly flesh and the surface beneath it alike. She raises her glasses once again and turns to face her anatomical sample. It's not unlike us, she says, just as Dyer suggested in his own account. And yet, somehow, they are able to survive incredible pressure and cold, perhaps even the vacuum of space. What I don't understand is... She breathes deep and continues. Dyer's report only accounts for the waking of a few of these creatures from their hibernation. Why, then, are there so many active? Dr. Kinsler's research allows you to view the situation with greater clarity.
Gain 20 experience?
Record, Dr. Kinsler is on the verge of understanding.
This makes total sense, because this is how the seeker items work, where you have to invest the time up front and they turn into something great. Mm-hmm. So it's following the same. Dr. Kinsler did what?
Is on the verge of understanding.
You remember that old game? I mean, I guess it wasn't the game, it's just mean. Where you're like, idiot says what?
Uh-huh.
And then you go, what? And I'm like, oh.
I think the Wayne's World, right? Stranger Says What?
Is that what it's from?
Yeah. I don't know if that's where it originated or not.
I know it might be surprising to you, but I don't believe I've actually sat down and watched any of those films.
Wayne's World?
Yes, that's correct.
That's a classic.
I know. I haven't seen There was another one that I was going to watch. It's like a holiday movie. It's kind of weird. 3 words. Boom, bang, pow, that kind of a thing.
Haven't heard of it.
Click, click. No, not click, click, boom. That's a different
there.
one, but it's something like that.
There's that one
Chad will
with
figure that
Andrew
out.
Garfield recently. Something.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like that kind of movie. Okay, On the Verge of Understanding. Done. And then we get one more. So we'll have to check with Kinsler every time.
That's where we're at.
Keep checking in.
What did we write down about Dr. Mallow last time? She healed us.
She healed me of 1 permanent.
Yeah, I feel like she'll keep doing that. On some level.
I do agree with that. And I only have 1 left, and it doesn't matter, so.
Yeah, okay. Let's not check on that. Who do you want to check on?
Okay, let me see if we did anything else. We convinced Dyer to allow the expedition. That was early, and Dyer is no longer with us, so R.I.P.
Didn't we check with Ellsworth?
We scouted a mountain pass. We either did or we didn't. Do you remember what yours did? Was there a permanent effect of some kind? What's Danforth up to? It's a card draw, brilliant student. How about Takata?
All right, let's do it.
Let's check the airplanes out.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on.
It's a Takata? Just
Takata Hiroko.
all right. If Takata Hiroko is alive, the team's interim quartermaster is in the middle of counting something when you accost her. She curses as she loses count. Do you have any idea how long it took me? She stops and rolls her eyes. Her next question is drilled in exasperated monotone. What do you want? You inform Takata that you would like to requisition some supplies for tomorrow's journey into the alien city. Oh, you would you? She sighs. Yeah, that's fine, but don't take anything in that pack. She motions to the backpack brimming with spare airplane parts and provisions. It's a long story, she answers your unspoken question, and that's the end of that discussion. Takata ensures you are better equipped for the next leg of the journey. Any one investigator may begin Scenario 3, City of Elder Things, with 3 additional resources in the research pool.
Let's fight.
Just put this here.
Okay. That's right. Hanger19 on Twitch has got me. It's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Did you see it?
No, I was going to watch it because it came highly recommended from some conversation I was having. And I write down stuff that people say I need to watch, which is like basically a list as long as the Earth. Yeah. The Earth isn't terribly long, I guess, by certain metrics. But
ooh, Hanger saying some noir.
Yeah, that's why it was recommended. But it's also kind of considered a holiday Christmassy kind of thing. So I'm going to wait until Christmas and remember to watch it.
Hold on, I just got to pull this up.
Yeah, it's got people in it you would know.
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Is it new?
No, I don't. I think it's like late 90s.
Yeah, he looks young.
Maybe early 90s. Was it? It's got a pretty good
2005.
rating. 2005. Late 90s, 2005, same thing.
That's like right before he got like really popular again. 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a pretty good score.
It is a pretty good score, yeah.
Only to be beat by such movies as Paddington 2 and The Last Jedi. Look
That's
at this.
hilarious.
Yeah, hold on. Paddington. It'll blow your mind.
Dan Campbell keeps a list like Cap after being thawed of stuff he missed and needs to check out. That's extremely funny.
I'll have you know, Rotten Tomatoes Paddington Part 2, the sequel, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No way.
One of the highest ranked movies of all time. Last Jedi, 91%. Just put it out there.
Wait, Last Jedi is 91%?
91%.
What kind of garbage?
I'm not saying I was right. I'm just saying the critics agree.
Hey, here's something.
Audience gave it 86%, and that was after the campaign to go tank those Rotten Tomato scores.
I will also have you know, the only thing I will necessarily say on this before we get completely derailed is that President Zelensky of Ukraine voiced Paddington in the Ukrainian versions of those movies.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, just think about that.
It's all coming together.
Just think about that.
One thing I will say, I know I've had a lot of Rise of Skywalker hate over the years on the stream since the end of 2019. Mm-hmm. I had a nephew, my youngest nephew, who literally last week started playing Star Wars Battlefront, the video game, and then started asking questions about Star Wars. Yeah. And then watched episode 4. I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Is there more? Has proceeded to watch all 9 episodes. He watched 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. And seeing the reaction videos of him watching those movies that my brother sent me, regardless of how much you love or hate any particular movie, has been pretty amazing.
Fair to say.
7-year-old loved every
Fair
one
to
of
say.
them.
Yeah.
Every last one.
7-year-olds also, eat chicken strips with ketchup. So,
I'm just saying.
not exactly the taste makers of the scene, but I do think they would find joy in a great many things.
Yeah.
Even bad movies.
Enjoyed the heck out of them. It was really awesome. Anyways, speaking of endless nights, that's an endless take that's going to happen on the stream.
All right, 3 money for somebody.
Yeah, we all know who's going to get it. Endless night number 2.
It's me.
You try. You really are like a boo in Aladdin. To tie this thing back around, it's like shiny jewel right in front of you.
I've got Faustian bargain though, so.
I mean, I've got to stick to the plan with the thing that I did. I didn't even use it. That's how much money I have. I have the -1 to the first 3 assets to play on turn 1.
Yeah, you don't need
Just
it.
didn't even do it.
Was I supposed to keep this dynamite in my deck?
Yeah.
Really?
And we gave you the carriage thing.
Oh my gosh. I'm awesome.
Treasure,
Spare parts?
No, that too. But then the...
Why, I don't need that. Oh, I can keep dynamiting.
Yeah, there you go.
A little combo wombo in here. Keeps me farther away from my weaknesses too, of which I have many.
Yeah, we need you to have all the cards. Endless night number 2. You try in vain to sleep, but the night seems to go on forever. Your thoughts meandering endlessly in a maze of worry and doubt. If you've already played scenario, ? Fatal Mirage, this campaign, proceed to endless night number 3. Otherwise, check the expedition team section of the campaign.
So we haven't played that yet. Okay.
If there are 3 or more names crossed out.
Expedition team, there are 3 people dead. Yes.
Proceed to endless night number 4. Otherwise, proceed to scenario 3, City of Elder Things. Endless night number 4. Just as you're finally beginning to drift off, a vague threat in the corner of your mind startles you to action. You reach instinctively for a weapon to defend yourself, but when you peer about, nothing is out of place. In fact, you rise to your feet, shocked, and examine your surroundings. Your makeshift camp was protected from the harsh elements, but still deep in the Antarctic wilderness. Yet, you find yourself indoors, in a hall you cannot place, though it seems familiar to you. You brush aside some of the snow that still lingers on the ground, around your sleeping bag, noting a tiled floor that wasn't there before. A dream?
What?
Yeah. Perfect.
It's a React video.
As you doubt the truth of this mysterious place, the walls and the tiled floor shimmer and fade. You're left back in the freezing cold of your camp, surrounded by your companions. Except the door leading out of that hall still remains. Thick gray mist swirls around you, guiding you onward. There's no natural refraction of light. Something supernatural is at work here. The thick miasma that churns around your camp is not unlike the substance that makes up the nightmarish creatures you encountered after your plane crashed. Do you really want to know what it wants you to see? The investigators must decide. Open the door and venture into the Mirage. Proceed to scenario, ? Fatal Mirage.
Spoiler alert.
Ignore
Why don't they call it Peaceful Mirage?
and allow it to vanish. Proceed to scenario 3, City of Elder Things. You will get this chance again later.
Jim Van Fleet says, if this is Fatal Mirage, just stop the presses, change all the titles, and do it air horn.
Wow. Well,
what if we gave chat the ability to press an air horn on the stream? Here's the question. There's 2 ways that goes. So there's that Twitch thing where people using the key, whatever is entered, control a Pokemon game. And it's usually absolute chaos. And then it is moments of unity and then back to absolute chaos where the character's just spinning around because everybody's insane. So if we opened up where, like, if we had a browser-based thing that every time a button clicked, it triggered something in our studio that the chat could do, and it would create an air horn sound, would it be non-stop air horns? Or would it be tastefully done air horns, given the tragedy of the common situation?
I lean both directions.
Can you imagine the uneasy truce that everybody watching would have to have for nobody to press the air horn?
There's no way.
Because like right now, if an air horn just hit, it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to disable it probably.
You know what we could do?
Test it.
We could have a level of content membership, a one of.
Oh, marketize it.
Yeah, you are Captain Airhorn.
For $6,000 a day, you can be Captain Airhorn.
You
full control.
You know, you can be Captain Airhorn as long as you want to keep your subscription. But at any point on any stream ever, you can hit a button and that airhorn is going to ring.
And so there's like known captains, like, you know, it's like, oh, well, Zach McGaw was Captain Airhorn for a week and it was quality airhorning.
Yeah.
It was very good at it.
Like, what's the old ships that make the...
Yeah, the foghorn kind of...
Get one of those, have Captain Foghorn. In fact, actually, no, I just leveled this idea up. You guys are witnessing history right here on stream. So what we do, check this out, right? We sell an NFT called Captain Foghorn, right? And we'll put you in a captain's outfit.
We'll commission some B-grade art.
Yeah, someone can own the NFT that is Captain Foghorn. And then the owner of that will potentially, but not legally protectable, be the exclusive owner of the ability to press the button to make it play during the stream. Yeah.
Non-verifiable, non-refundable, non-committal.
That's what NFT is, right?
Right, yeah.
Anything.
Basically, non-insert literally any adjective.
Actually, no. I like non-physical with an F thing.
A non-physical thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Non-physical thing.
We got to get into that business. There's a lot of money to be made. Unfortunately, it's at the expense of literally everybody else.
I will tell you what would be fun, though, and actually practical, is if at various moments we could present basically option A or B, and everyone in the chat could like say A or B, and it would vote, and then we would be able to see which one wins, and it would show it on the screen.
Yeah.
So like in this case, it's
It'd be kind of interesting. Do you want to go X or Y?
A, we should go to scenario question mark, question mark, question mark.
That'd be cool.
B, we should proceed here. We're going to give it 2 minutes, leave your thing, and then it's like, oh, they voted. Everyone wants to see us go A. We're definitely going B.
That would be cool. Bryce and Jonathan, you listen to that?
You know.
We could do something like that. Put it in the... They had a meeting recently.
I'm glad to know they still talk.
Yeah, they talked about an official on the books meeting.
Oh, like about ways to make our stream phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool, though.
Apparently, Bryce is probably going to brief me on it tomorrow.
Richard says an air horn that runs for 10 seconds for every $1 donated to a charity of the week. Couldn't be any downside, right?
No downside. No.
I mean...
It'd be constant air... Well, I hope it'd be constant air horn.
There's really two different... The choice is this. Longer campaign with more experience points. The answer is always yes to that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
So I'm saying...
We only got, 3 weeks till Sinister Motives? 4 weeks?
Well, technically it's not even officially announced.
What?
I saw somewhere that they said end of March, but then it's not on the email we get that says here's the actual releases, so who knows?
As if Asmodee officially announces anything.
Yeah.
It kind of just falls out.
Yeah, it's sort of like the timing of a wizard. It just happens when it does. That said, my vote would be going to scenario question mark, question mark, question mark, if for nothing else than to keep Bryce's life spicy. Bryce has been recently transitioned to kind of a content. Did you have an official title for it? Content strategy. Yeah. Managing a lot of the stuff now. So I know all the titles say stuff about City of Elder things, and there's no way to know that this is what would have happened.
Aren't we on City of Elder? Oh, our titles say City of Elder things. Oh, but we
really,
could go on the Mirage.
Yeah.
He was saying that this morning, actually, that there's so many different branches it could take X number of weeks, but we can always just update the titles.
I know, but I'm saying if we go that way, at least keeps his life spicy because now he's got to go do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in the moment necessarily, but we got to update it later.
And apparently people said that we should go to the Mirage. Should we go to here? We'll do a quick informal vote for 30 seconds.
A or B?
A for Mirage, B for Elder Things.
All right. It's over to you.
It's in your hands.
You want to take a break?
I'm going to time 30 seconds.
Just walk away.
And then I'm going to see.
We used to take 5-10 minute breaks in the middle of our 8-hour streams.
Yeah. I did. I pulled up my calculator somehow to...
Apparently motives got delayed. Who knows?
Oh, did it?
That more. This is why it's so good to be a subscriber.
All right, starting now.
We'll deal with it. Oh, I'm seeing A's. A's. Let's see if we even see a single B.
Well, you've tainted the pool.
I mean, someone's going to be the contrarian.
This my gosh. This is what the air horn would be like. A for air horn right here. All right, A it is. Let's go.
It seems pretty clear.
Don't even need to wait.
Thank you, Jim and Jeff and Dane and Nicholas and everyone else that voted for making it happen. Okay. Proceed to scenario question mark, question mark. So now I got to go backwards through time and space.
Chris gave you the number on this as well. The page number, yeah.
23?
Our most helpful chat.
Dane, man, this is close.
J.K. Rowling's the only reason I'm saying A is because I want to see the title get updated later. Yeah. Chaos Agents.
All right, scenario question mark, question mark, question mark, colon, Fatal Mirage. And if this is your first time playing Fatal Mirage, multiple times I don't like the sound of that. Proceed to intro 1. Otherwise, skip to intro 2. We're going to do this.
What if we're stuck in this Mirage for the next 20 sessions?
That'd be really funny. After we just said we're going to
do back to back. It's like an endless Arkham session. Mm-hmm. All right, bring it on. What do we got? What we gotta do?
Intro 1. Upon entering the doorway, you find yourself in a web of icy tunnels, swathed in miasma and dripping with prismatic ichor. Your reflection peers back at you in myriad peculiar angles. Your voices echo throughout the infinite hall of mirrors. You turn around to discover that your entryway has vanished behind you. Then, in the corner of your eye, you spot a familiar figure traversing the same mist. But no, that can't be possible. Can it? Find and read the passage below that corresponds to which character was killed in the plane crash. Then proceed to setup.
The plane crash was the last person killed, right? No, wasn't Cookie killed in the plane crash? They didn't tell us to write it down.
I think it was Cookie.
Cookie was the first one that died.
I think so. Let's find Cookie.
That was probably when we showed up, right? The plane crashed and...
If James Cookie Fredericks was killed in the plane crash...
I think that's right, everybody, right? It was James? Chris probably knows. Hodevek probably knows.
Cookie is dead.
Yeah, it was James.
Thank you for clarifying. There's no way that can be him. And yet, he's braced against one of the crystalline mirrors, hands shaking as he reloads his rifle. Dirt and soot cover his face and stain his uniform. He looks younger, but no less haggard. Sergeant Fredericks, another voice snaps out of his trance. Germans broke the line last night. They're circling around. We have to get out of here. As quickly as it appeared, the Mirage vanishes. What the hell is this place? And how are these events, which you were not privy to, unfolding before your very eyes?
Well, this is going deep, man. I learned more about Cookie just now.
Investigator setup, first time. Each investigator may choose one available member of the expedition team, not cross off to join them. Put the story asset for the chosen character into play in the investigator's play area. Place damage and horror. Did I have damage and horror on Amy? I think I did. 1-on-1 maybe?
Well, I sure didn't write it down.
I think it was 1-on-1.
We'll need to write that down next time. Amy's 1-on-1. We can do that here.
Scenario setup. First time. Use the setup only if this is your first time playing Fatal Mirage. Gather all the cards from the following encounter sets. All right, let's find them. There's a door. Not you. Eyeball. Great. No. Yep. Little snow angry face. The ice pick.
Get some gold, though.
That thing. I'm still a little sad we didn't get to go see the penguins.
I'll have to come back.
Maybe come back.
Is that Haim?
Baby come back?
Or is that an older
That's
song?
an old song.
Yeah, okay. It all kind of blurs together. Man, I'm going to tell you what. The Dragon Shield's out of the box. The classics. Not awesome. But
Too slippery?
no, they're a little too smushy, actually. But
The old bread problem?
it seems like after a lot of use,
It's like
an
leather, man. They break in.
injection of human oils is actually what...
We went places today. This year's stream.
How do you think your hands stay,
It's not about what you said.
You don't want to turn into a skeleton.
It's about how you said it.
Human oils?
No, the injection.
The injection of human oils, yeah, is kind of a weird way to say that,
It
for sure.
just felt,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I gotta tell you, man, they're nice and slick. You want to shuffle them?
You wanna share my hand oils?
Anyway, as I was saying, they're quite nice.
Keep going.
I'm gonna need to get a new couple of packs for this fab season coming up. I will say they mark very easily, and in fact, that makes them unusable in tournaments. But I'll use them for an old classic like Arkham. Dappa Dan Man having this to say. Remember when Zach resigned halfway into last week's scenario, leaving Steven to solo climb the mountain of treacheries?
I don't remember that.
Sorry, but that really cracked me up, so thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that. That was intentional. The entertainment value, I'm glad that it brought people joy. That was why I did it. It had nothing to do with me being scared.
Near dead? What do you need? What are you missing? It's on the back of something for sure.
No, it's not. It's this chilling cold. I have to go get it.
Yeah, that's a core set.
Yeah. If you would like, you can carry this on. Here's where I'm at. I'm gathering these.
Gather all the cards.
I'm going to go grab that. They're all right here.
I'll continue. I'll flex my own muscles. Build the agenda deck using only Agenda 1. Agenda 1. Consider it built. Build the Act deck using only Act 1. Act 1. Consider it built. They form a book. I didn't know this for probably 2 years. I was playing them like this. Because I was thinking that these images go together. But they don't. So in case anybody out there is like me, this makes a book. It's very nice. They thought about it. Put the Prison of Memories location into play. Revealed side face up. Prison of Memories. Where would you be? Do I even get an idea? Oh, it's here, obviously. Prison of Memories. Face up. Wait. Yes. Face up. Each investigator starts there. Excuse me. Look, I'm in control now. I'm running the scenario.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Okay, set each other location aside and out of play. So these Fatal Mirage card, we can take that. And then all of these other locations. Wow, there's a lot of these. Wow.
We're gonna need an extra
18
camera.
locations.
Okay.
Okay, great. So you just kick back, you know. You get to enjoy. You get to just basically inject commentary to make my process difficult and talk to chat. So you get to be Steven on the stream now.
Sam Kerr now saying the professor of Tolarian Community College has worked with GameGenic to make a deck box. I bet Team Covenant would be able to collaborate on something just as amazing, perhaps something for LCGs. We actually talked about doing that, not necessarily with GameGenic, but in general. Did you see the sketch that you made of the custom deck box that was in the slideshow?
I certainly remember doing that.
This weekend? I had a picture of that from your notebook.
That's tight.
Yeah, I saw that. So it's really interesting. So Tulane Community College professor working with GameGenic to do a deck box.
Yeah.
But they did a little preview video that he posted. They announced it today via a press release.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it as a Kickstarter.
Okay.
Which was...
Wait, doesn't Asmodee own GameGenic?
Yeah.
See, what? Just pay for it.
That was the weirdest part to me.
Maybe they're using it for the marketing reasons. Just to get it in front of a bunch of gamers.
I have a lot to say about it, actually.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a podcast.
I have a feeling that Tolarian Community College does not have the same aesthetic focus that we would have if we were designing a product like that. What did it? Because I feel like Professor's probably much more a functional. Mm-hmm. Everything has its proper place, and it might have a lot of different clever things going on, but it might not be super slick, streamlined, good looking.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
They haven't shown it yet.
Oh.
They're teasing the fact that the Kickstarter is going up.
We'll see
Next month.
Cool. Well, he's reviewed a bajillion deck boxes in his life.
I've more recently been seeing him because he's been doing fab stuff a little bit. But he seems like a great part of the Magic community, particularly. Mm-hmm. So I would bet that it's going to be a deck box focused on Magic and going to Magic events, which I know he does. So.
And or fab events, well, I guess.
Someone's asking, it's gone now, but someone's asking if we'll ever do a reprint of the Dunwich board that we made. So the reason that we don't make that anymore is that there was an issue with the material we used to make them. I'm going to show that. I didn't quite show this.
Apparently showed it. Brent says pretty nice. He showed the outside of it on his next Magic the Gathering video. It's black with purple highlights and his logo. I said, cool. That'll look good.
It's a Kickstarter kind of becoming a glorified pre-order platform is really
always
interesting, especially for
you're not really kickstarting the idea. They have the capital to do it.
Yeah,
they have the ability to host pre-orders on their website. Mm-hmm. So it's just about visibility. That's all it is.
I mean, visibility and then a tool that allows you to do things at certain levels of success.
Yeah, that's true.
You could technically say
we'll make it even better.
We're going to do this thing if we have enough people order it. And it makes sense in terms of the scale at which you're producing something does allow the cost to come down, which then allows you to, make certain upgrades and whatnot.
I mean, even though it kind of feels weird, there's no reason it's not like they're disincentivizing that directly with the way the model works. It's like anybody who wants to throw an idea into a community and see if they will spend enough money to make the idea happen. I mean, welcome to pre-orders, right? Yeah. So why not use it? It's the CMON model, right? I'm so surprised it wasn't. Come on.
The brand?
Yeah, Eric wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, it's a...
Come on, man. What are they doing? Because Lang left, right? Eric left?
Yeah, he's out. But when we interviewed him last, he said that they had like a several-year pipeline already done. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. RJ is saying, I'd love a Dunwich re-release, even in different material, as it's the next scenario they're re-releasing.
Yeah, we could do... We've got some pretty good alternatives that are in the current style. Like, we've learned a lot about how to make these over
a whole lot. 5
years or 6 years, 8 years. I don't know how long anything's been happening.
Well, I think we released Dunwich about 5 years ago.
Dude.
Yeah, it's because the old cards are cut bigger.
The Corset cards are bigger? We're supposed to sleeve these?
I mean, no way.
There's your... Can you shuffle that up? That's your encounter deck, dude.
I don't know.
We're ready to begin.
No way.
Yeah. It's happened. Prison of Memories.
No, hold on. You might want to... It says you're ready to begin, but there's still more before we get to the... It doesn't say do not read.
Well, yeah, I'm ready to begin, but don't yet. They should say it like that then. But keep reading. The Mirage keyword represents locations that are manifestations of your memories and the memories of your companions, also known as mirages. These locations have no unrevealed side and therefore interplay with their revealed side face up. Mm-hmm. Instead of an unrevealed side, they have story cards on the reverse side. These story cards allow investigators to travel deeper into the strange mirage and unlock new memories in the form of locations or encounter cards. The number indicated by the Mirage keyword represents how many clues are required to flip it over, while the card titles in parentheses indicate what memories might appear as a result.
Interesting.
As a fast ability, investigators in a Mirage location may spend the indicated number of clues as a group to flip it over and resolve the story card on its other side. When a location with Mirage enters play, for each card indicated by its Mirage keyword that is already in play or in the victor display, reduce the location's clue value by its Mirage value. I'm going to have to read that again with a lot of thinking. This is less likely to occur the first time you play Fatal Mirage, but is much more likely during subsequent playthroughs. Okay, let me read this one more time. When a location with Mirage enters play, for each card indicated by its Mirage keywords, this is Mirage 2, that is already in play or in the victor display, reduce the clue value by its Mirage value.
Let me see it.
It gives an example to you. Yeah, I hear that, RGM. I'm with that.
Okay, yeah. So, Mirage, it has base camp, deck of Theodosia. Any of those that are in play or in the victory display removes a clue from here.
Okay.
And we need that to basically remove all the clues to see the thing.
We just have to spend 2 clues to flip this over, I think. Is that what it said? Does it have to be empty? Does it say that somewhere?
Fast action.
Yeah, over there. Yeah.
Investigators in Mirage location may spend the indicated number of clues as a group to flip it over and resolve the story card on its other side.
So it sounds like it doesn't have to be empty.
Hold on.
Hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
Ow.
So this Prison of Memories comes in with 6 clues, right? And it says Mirage 1 per player. So the Mirage value is 2.
Mm-hmm. Spend 2 clues, flip it.
Well, 2 clues minus any of those locations that are revealed.
Doesn't that just mean it comes in with less clues? So it comes in with 6. Let's get our little Edge of the Earth pack.
That's right. Yep, that just removes the clues from it.
So is the tension here whether or not we want to flip it early and maybe lose the rest of the clues?
So it also says a location is cleared of mirages if every card indicated by its Mirage keyword is already in play or the victory display. A location that is cleared of mirages cannot be flipped over.
Okay.
So if Mirage 1, so if base camp, deck of Theodosia, and University Halls If 2 of those are in play or in the victory thing, we can't flip this over.
So we should flip it while we can?
Yeah, I think we want to flip it when we can.
Okay. Because we want to dive into it, right?
Yeah. And then this is the do not read. But look at this cool art. The door in the middle.
Yeah, it is actually awesome. It's exceedingly cool.
Leave that there for reference.
Look at this. This is a nice little setup. We zoomed out quite a bit just because we're used to our Arkham scenarios now being about 20 miles long. I like things to be tidy. Don't always achieve that objective, but I like it. All right, you want to run the encounter cards?
Gregory's got to believe the tension comes from the future visits to the scenario.
Like one run through, we might put a bunch in the victory display, and then the second time we come back, they might already be there. I don't know. I'm just here to flip locations.
I'm just here, so don't get fined.
I'm going to go and scoop this 3 money.
Yeah. Because you built a poor deck.
I built a deck that has Faustian Bargain in it that I will now no longer have to play.
Which we like.
Because we don't want that. All right, let's look at the bag. Phantom Mirage, -X is the skull, X is the number of story cards in the victory display. Skull's going to get worse over time as we get story cards completed. The cultist token, -2. If you fail, place a clue on your location. Always a bummer.
Place one of your clues on your location?
Yeah. Tablet is -3. If you fail, either move to the Prison of Memories, so back where you started, or shuffle the top card of the Telekali weakness deck into your deck, which is, of course, what we'll do every time. And then the gas mask is -4. If you fail, place 1 Doom on an Eidolon enemy in play.
Okay.
So if there are no enemies in play, you can take a riskier test.
Yeah.
If there are Eidolons in, then avoid the gas mask. Be 4 ahead, please.
Did you read this when I was gone?
I haven't read either of those.
All right. Agenda 1A, Ethereal Tangle. Version 1, you find yourself trapped in an endless prison of distorted thought. Each door is another world to discover, another memory to explore. Fast action, take a horror. Move to the prison of
What'd you say?
memories. So you can always take a fast action and a horror to move to here.
Okay.
Shadow of the Past. Version
Fast
1.
action, so we can always get back home, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this strange alternate reality, past memories and nightmares come to life. Is this place real or a figment of your imagination? Perhaps both. Objective, confront your demons to strengthen your resolve. Hint, you may have more than one opportunity to advance this act. Until then, you are trapped. If you run out of time and are given the chance to advance, consider taking it.
Okay. Also, Craig's saying the 3 money is only for when we go to the Elder Things City scenario.
So no bucks for you.
No bucks.
But remember that.
Worth noting, too, in case anybody's watching along confused, I have In the Thick of It and Charisma that I'm using. So I'm going to keep those off the screen, but that's happening.
I also have In the Thick of It.
Because we're not idiots.
Have Stick to the Plan with reminding myself, ever vigilant, emergency cash, and prepare for the worst.
Hey, you remember when you didn't play that last time?
And yet,
even though it was sitting there, and yet we still dunked on it?
that mountain first. You know, I
That's
didn't even
true.
need it.
Yeah, very true.
These thighs were made for climbing.
That's what I've always said about Zach. He's generally nice, but notably has mountain climber thighs.
I'll tell you what. There's a funny story about thighs. Not relating to chicken. I one time met Emmitt Smith.
Old quarterback for the
Running back.
Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, running back. I mean, excuse me.
It's notable how large his legs were.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, he had to get basically he can only get custom pants made.
Wow.
Because the thigh ratio to waist doesn't exist in stores.
Interesting. No wonder he was so good, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's crazy. It was wild. So he had mountain climbing thighs.
Yeah.
He could go up the mountain pretty quick.
I'm not sure that big thighs would actually help you much in mountain climbing. If you see actually rock climbers, they don't have big thighs at all.
Well, rock climbing is different because weight down here would be a problem. I'm not a good rock climber.
Like a walk-up mountain climb, I could see. You just need to power through the...
Yeah. In my mind, I was picturing I did Angel's Landing.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yeah.
It's basically climbing a mountain.
It's just the walk up.
It's a lot of up. But he could walk up that thing real easy.
Yeah, definitely. He could probably jump up. Just right up to the top.
All right. Be on the lookout. I'm looking for my Cyclopean hammer.
Okay, let's take a look.
I never thought I would utter.
At the, really, never, at a certain point, a few years ago, I was like, I could probably say that.
Weakness doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, hit the tarot card. I'm so good at doing this.
Don't need that.
Just a reminder that I have a ton of these in my deck, so just keep that in mind.
It's right here. All right, so I don't really want Dragon Pole compared to Cyclopean Hammer, but playing both these at -1 is a great start.
Yeah, it is a solid start.
I'm digging. Give me that hammer or give me that.
All right, let me replace my weaknesses here. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few weaknesses too.
Look at this. I got 3 off the top. Discard a card at random. Lose an action. Discard a card at random.
I also saw 3 off the top. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so things that I like. I'm keeping the tarot card. Free +1 for the rest of the game. Incredible. Buy it.
What?
Yeah.
Buy my book.
Buy them. I'm telling you, people don't underestimate these cards.
Yeah, when you hit it every time in the opening hand.
Well, I mean, you can give yourself a 10 card chance at it out of 30.
It's pretty good.
Not bad. And just paying 3 for it is great. Actually, it's a little under curve, but it's fine. I don't need event cards in my opening hand. I don't. I do like the dog, even if just as a soak. And then that second dog is a double move. Don't know if it will matter here yet again at all.
How do we leave this location?
We don't. I think we should get the 6 clues and then flip it over. And then whatever happens there,
Well, we don't even need 6 to flip it over, though,
We
right?
don't, but I'm worried that if we flip it with 4 left on it, we won't have a chance to get those 4
they'll
back.
permanently be gone?
Maybe.
All right, well, I'll let
We
you...
don't know how Arkham does.
Soak it up.
Field work here, like in the immediate situation, is worthless because I can't even move anywhere. So while I like the card, I don't think this scenario immediately says you should play field work in it. And for that same reason, I'm actually wondering about Dogland as well. But hey, you know what? You got to keep the dogs. All right. Oh, there's a bullwhip. I really don't care for that, even though I know it's good. The lockpicks is what we needed, and a quick thinking is perfect for that little upfront mini combo. And I'll shuffle these back in. The best mulligan in baseball. $5 money. And who's ready to Arkham?
I'm in. Question. I have this Arcane Initiate in my hand.
Yeah.
When it comes into play, I place a Doom on it.
Yeah, bad.
But 15 Doom is what we have to get to.
Yeah.
So if she leaves play, the Doom goes away, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so this seems like a great use of her.
So you're going to kill the Arcane Initiate.
User, eventually discard her
Yeah.
before it matters.
Yeah, and it doesn't say...
Oh, dude, and that Ethereal Tangle says fast I can take a horror.
You can kill your own Arcane Initiate.
So I
wow.
can wham, bam, bam.
Wow, that's very unethical.
What everyone is witnessing here is me being excellent at Arkham. Mark me.
Can we just
Mark
take
it?
a second?
I'm just
Well,
kidding.
Monterey's ability is going to be great on these first few turns, I can tell you that.
All
much.
skill. You know, we get to this scenario and need it.
All right, you ready for action?
I'm ready.
First of all, when the game begins, let's get +1. Just because
It
we're
gets played
us.
for free. That's how tarot cards work.
Yep. When the game begins, if it's in your opening hand, put it into play.
We're going to be talking about game design. You
Great
settle on
pitch so far. Yeah.
7 Deadly Sins
7 Deadly Sins of game design, yeah.
on the podcast coming soon. Free. That doesn't say free, but it does say free.
It's only a 1 shroud.
I know. Gobble, gobble. Let's go, Clue Man.
I'm a 5. I'm just going to investigate 3 times.
That's right.
I'm going to play the dog and investigate twice.
I like that. I'm going to play 3 things, gain 3 money, and investigate once.
Just guardian things, huh?
Yeah. I find myself in these positions, you know.
All right, dog number 1. Ow! Wolfpack attack.
I like the sound effects, particularly today.
Investigate, second action. +1. 4 up. There's a snowman. Surely won't draw another one of those, right?
Auto fail. Love it.
Third action.
Wait, do we have a thing somewhere that
Yeah,
cancels that?
it's in my deck, the furs.
Oh, okay.
Great. It's cold in these caves, huh? Isn't that something?
Oh, I think I put all the frost tokens in there. I'm just kidding.
Is this a frost token bag? Incredible.
-4.
-5 because of the snow. Truly amazing.
You're awful at this game.
That was just unbelievable. The dogs and then nothing but ice.
Watch what happens for me, though.
I can't believe how bad that was.
Play of 1 experience ever vigilant.
You know, I'd actually like to know
Dragon
the
Pole for
odds
2.
of that happening.
6 cents for 2. Arcane Initiate for free.
Can't think about it too much, really. You just can't think about it too much. That's the problem with Arkham.
Exhaust, look for a spell.
Just don't think about it.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
What?
Oh no, there goes my Cyclopean Hammer. I'm gonna get a Word of Protection in my hand. It says spell on it. How good is that? In my head, spells were just like 6 cents.
Mm-hmm.
But then I literally saw Spectral Razor and Word of Protection.
Wow.
And I was like, oh.
This Arcane Initiative is going to be awesome.
It's going to be so
and
good.
And going to immediately get axed.
Yeah, like you do.
Concost saying, this looks like one of my openings. Gregory Scott, and that's Arkham. Thomas Morton correctly saying that was the first double ice token pull I think that we've had. Maybe one other one, but it was inconsequential. Hopefully that one was too. I almost did lock picks quick thinking, and that would have devastated me because it would have broke the lock picks.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
I think we would have just lost the scenario at that point.
I'm feeling pretty good though.
Yeah, you have your whole kit out already.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Guardians.
Let's go ahead and use my 6 cents here. Use my brain instead of my book. So I'm at 4 brain. I'm gonna go ahead and throw. I'm trying to get rid of cards. Throw guts in there.
Well, you're gonna draw one, so you're not really getting rid of anything, are you?
Well, I need to get it out and like. All right, here we go.
-1.
Wow,
0. Actually, -0.
The fighter got the clue. Weird. Successful draw card. Are you kidding me? Look at 6 cents again with another guts. That's what I drew.
Wait a minute. Now you did all of that with one action? That's to stick to the plan, all of that?
Well, you play Ever Vigilant. It says 1 at a time, play up to 3.
I used to do that. Yeah. I used to do that. We've avoided the frost at every turn that we have a choice, right? Like anytime it said add a frost or don't or do
there's only a couple in. Yeah. You're just so good at getting clues and drawing cards. Can't stop. Won't stop. That was my turn. Thanks for playing.
Draw a card, gain a money.
My book is now on sale, $19.99.
Discard 1 card at random, courtesy of Tekeli Lee Weakness Madness.
I got a weakness as well. It's called Panic. Revelation, put Panic into play in your threat area. Panic can be healed over a single point of horror. After you play, engage, or resource action, you cannot take any of those again.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I'll just heal it.
Choose a random card for me, if you would, please.
What happens to it?
It's going away. That's wonderful. Thank you for that.
I got the magic touch.
I don't want... That's perfect. Like, that's the one... I think that's one of the weaker cards on my deck. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, but if you build it... That's the problem with investigators with, like, weapons and stuff. It's like, unless you build around it explicitly, it doesn't really do much for you, does it?
There are 5 frost tokens in the bag, just be aware.
That's unbelievable.
And we've said no at every
5 frost
turn.
and 1 -4? Somebody run the binomial on that.
Welcome to New York.
All right, so I ended up, my turn, playing a sled dog and getting a weakness. Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful.
1 doom on, bad cards all around.
But hey, let's at least get that stuff over first, you know?
That's right. That's how randomness works.
Horrifying Shade. Aloof. Hunter. While Horrifying Shade is at your location that is cleared of mirages, it loses Aloof. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues at Horrifying Shade's location, place an equal amount of doom on Horrifying Shade. I'm going to just have to murder that thing.
Okay, what does cleared of mirages mean?
So cleared of mirage means we can't flip it. So this has 2 mirages, so we could put some other token on it.
Mirage 2.
Let's put these golden tokens. So gold is mirages. It's Mirage 2. And then if base camp deck of Theodosia or University Halls is in play, we'll remove it.
Well, but we got to pay... Doesn't Mirage mean we pay 2 clues to flip it over?
That's right.
Okay.
Which we could do.
I'm going to keep on that plan.
Let me just confirm. As a fast action, investigators at Mirage location may spend the indicated number of clues as a group to flip it over and resolve the story on its other side. Which, after I got the 2 clues, I could have done. When a location with a Mirage keyword enters play, for each card indicated by its... Oh, it's only when it enters play. Yeah, and then a location is cleared of mirages if every card indicated by its mirage keyword is already in play or in the victory display.
Okay, so these two don't actually matter. So it's really just, it's cleared of mirages if these three, base camp, deck of the dojo, and university halls, need to come out.
Oh, no, hold on. This does matter. So when it enters play, this number of clues is reduced by the number of those in play. Mm-hmm. It's still got a mirage value of 2. It'll be a mirage value of 1 if either of those... So mirage value doesn't change. But it does say a location is cleared of mirages if every card indicated by its mirage keyword is already either in play or in the victory display, and that's always happening. Yeah,
so as long as these three are in play, then it's cleared. Base camp, deck of the dojo, university halls. Those three on the board.
But they all have to be
mirages.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 2 doesn't. The 2 is just how we got to spend our clues. Yeah. Feels like I'm in a mirage already. Mm-hmm. I don't know up from down, left from right.
Yeah, so we can still spend 2 until the point when all 3 of those locations are out.
I'm abandoned to madness. Attach to the nearest possessed enemy. There isn't one. And place 1 doom on it. If there are no possessed enemies, search the encounter deck and discard power for a possessed enemy. Draw it and attach abandoned to madness to it. Increase the difficulty to fight, evade, or play the attached enemy by 1. So we get to see the entire encounter deck.
Boom.
Which we will not spend much time on because I'm just not interested. I want to find out later. All right, Frenzied Explorer is an option. Lost, oh, this is cool. Lost Research is like weird stuff in here. Okay, so we've got 2 options here of like crazy stuff. Oh, these things are gross. So one of them, both interplay with Doom on them. When Lost Researcher is defeated, move each Doom on its location. So both of them are going to have that happen. So 1 Doom will go on the location. Parlay here. Take control of 1 Doom and flip it to its clue side. So we gain a clue and minus a Doom. And then discard Lost Researcher. I can do this test super easy.
Then pick that guy.
And then this one is evade it by 2 or more. Then you do the same thing. So we don't kill these guys. We reason with them. And then it's +1 to all of its tests. Okay, so it's actually a 4 test. I don't know, evade by 2 might be easier. What's that thing's evade value?
2.
2, 3, so it's a 5 to 3 versus a 5 to 4?
Well, it says +1 to fight it or all things. Yeah, +1 to everything.
So this would be a test. I'd be 2 ahead on this one. I'm going to do that one instead. Okay, and then it's going to come in with a Doom on it. Doom.
Doom on.
Doom on. Du hast mich. And then it's going to engage me.
So I'm thinking I'm going to nuke.
I did.
I'm going to nuke the shade. I'm going to clear my...
You have to engage it, right? Do you have to engage it to kill it? Because it's aloof? Yeah.
But I will.
Get that Spectral Razor. It looks real good right there.
It really does. Perfect for this moment.
It'd be crazy if you had it in your hand.
Wouldn't it, though? Yeah. So I think I'm going to engage that shade and kill it. I'm going to clear my weakness.
Take this job and shove it.
Then I'm going to reveal the story.
You're just going to YOLO it and hope that those clues stick around?
But I want you to go first so you can deal with this and get clues, and then I'll get clues and then do it.
You want me to get clues again?
Yeah. This time, though, like, succeed.
You know, like, can you do it well?
Well, I don't know.
You got any foots in your hand that you don't care about?
None. I don't know if I have foots in the entire deck, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I fast action on your turn?
Yeah. Unless it says only on your turn.
Nope. Let's just... Oh my goodness, Cyclopean Hammer's on top of my deck again.
I think you can. I think you can do that, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Enchant Weapon is a spell. What?
Dude, this deck is firing. Pistols firing, man.
I'm just accidentally firing. This was kind of like I had this slot and I'm going to upgrade it later. But Arcane Initiate doing the work here.
Yeah, especially when you can kill it.
Yeah, man.
With the scenario.
And you have enough time that the Doom doesn't matter that much.
Okay, I'm gonna evade this thing. It's a 3 to a 5. I'm gonna go a 3 to 6. Give myself a shot and an extra action, but really it's just about getting above the threshold. Actually, it really doesn't matter, right? Failure at -4 is still a problem there, so I'm not going to commit anything. Oh, you've got to evade Frenzy and Explorer by 2 or more. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. We're getting the other guy. That's a bad test for me. And I'm a 5.
What made it bad?
So you have to succeed by 2 or more on the test. So it comes in at a 3 to my 5. So I'd have to get a 0. Yeah. No thanks. All right, Lost Researcher, it's you, and you are disgusting looking. Ugh.
What kind of test are you going to take on there?
I'm going to take the book test at 5.
Do you need help?
Sure. 5 to 4, I'll take help.
I have a card that I want to get rid of.
Okay, 5 to 4.
Plus
what do you
1.
got? 5 to 4, 6 to 4. Let's go 7 to 4. Quick thinking. I reverse course here.
He's got to do mine.
-1. Success, and I get the quick thinking trigger.
Come on now.
That worked out really well. I'm excited.
Stumbling into success here.
Okay, so this turns into a clue. Ding! This goes away. And... then reset, discard it, okay. And then I get my action back effectively, so I still have 3 actions.
Well, boom. See, you're going to get all these clues anyway.
Yeah, that's right. So, 5 to a 1. First test.
What could go wrong?
Success.
All right. See, the tide's turned. You just had to not get on tilt there.
That's right. 5 to a 1 again. Second action, official. Clue.
Come on now.
Come on. Last action. 5 to a 1. You may as well get 1, and then flip it.
Yeah.
-0.
That's what I said. I'm going to be down to 1 clue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, we couldn't have planned it better. That's beautiful.
That's you, right?
That's me.
Well done. You recovered from your failure.
Yeah, I just had to tend to the dogs on the first turn. I was very cold. I had to cuddle with the hounds.
Oh, every time you discover a clue, he gets a doom. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues at a location, place an equal amount of doom on it.
It says you. It's you, right?
I'm not engaged after anyone that's
kind
here.
of the universal you.
It's okay. We're going to play a Spectral Razor.
Oh, I did take control of a clue as well, right?
Yeah.
From the other enemy, yeah? Kill him, please.
So Spectral Razor will engage.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I'm adding my brain stat, which is a 4. So I'm coming in at 8 to 3. I'm ahead by 5. And,
sounds great.
3 damage. What could go wrong?
Sounds great, dude. Sounds great. Great. -3.
Success. Succeeded. He dead.
Retro Dano, yeah, I just got here. This ain't the city of other things that I expected. You're right. We were sitting down to play the city of other things, and the interlude took us to this Mirage thing.
Mirage thing.
So we'll have to change the title.
All right, next action. Let's investigate here using my brain stat. 4 to 1. And
dude, Spectral Razor is a all-star purple spell.
It's always what you want.
Yeah.
All right. Head by 3. Got a -3. Clear. And then I will...
Fast action, do it?
Fast action. Let's flip this over. You good?
Yeah, how many you spending?
I'll spend 2.
Okay.
Just make it on me. Prison of memories. You wander for what seems like hours through the myriad reflections. The further you venture from where you arrive, the more distant reality becomes. There are many paths to take through the hallucination. Places you recognize from your memories and others you do not. Taken from the memories of your companions. As the shape of the mirage changes around you, you consider which prison might be worse. The one that reveals its true, deadly nature, or the one that hides it. Choose one. Put the set-aside base camp location into play. Put the set-aside deck of Theodosia location into play. Put the set-aside University Halls location into play. Flip this card back over.
Does it come back in with clues?
No. No way.
You think it would have its remaining clues would be there?
Yeah,
if we hadn't drained it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because, I mean, you can't pick something up with things on it, right? You can't flip over if a table has cups on it and you flip the table over, the cups are gone.
They're on the ground.
Yeah.
Then you pick them up and you put them back on the table.
Okay, I just didn't know if that's...
I'll let you choose.
I have to choose one of these, or...
We put one of those into play.
Oh.
I don't think we get to see them either.
You don't think we get to look at what they bring?
I don't,
All right, let's randomize
I
it.
don't think so.
Or is it a real choice?
An informed choice.
Do you want to go to base camp, the deck of the ship, or the university halls? I feel like I want to go to the university halls.
Let's go.
Because it's like the most, it's what everything that happened before we got here is happening in the university halls. Okay, so let's put it.
It goes to blue.
Yeah, so it's basically, I feel like.
Yeah. You want to put it over here?
Yeah,
Or
put like
it can be anywhere
the
right
next
now.
tier, because all of these will be blue triangles.
Because it connects back to this thing. I wonder if it's like a circle.
Yeah, maybe. Does it give us a little
see.
primer in there?
It doesn't.
So we can keep pressing that button 2 more times and get both of these out.
We have to spin the clues.
Yeah, so we could spend all 6 that we gained
Yeah.
to go and drop them all.
These are the 3 locations. So if all 3 locations are out, there's no more mirages.
Yeah.
That makes
You
sense.
want to just drain it? It's fast action.
Sure. Yeah, then we know where we're going.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 more and 2 more. Okay. The deck and the base camp. Okay.
All right, these are all blue triangles.
Yep. So they all connect to the prison of memories. And then the degree to which they connect to each other is also, you can get anywhere you want.
100%.
100%.
There are a lot of clues.
Yeah, see, that's why we're doing that.
Imagine if you were in like 4-player here.
Yeah, I dare say so many clues. Okay. Pick a door, any door, huh?
So, and then these all have 3 different locations. Yeah.
These share coastal waters. These share Riverview Theater. These share Standing Stones. So we've got, looks like 1 overlap on another location everywhere.
Interesting.
Look at that little spade. I've not seen that symbol
A
before.
little pink spade.
And the little green Mickey Mouse helmet.
Yeah, it's over
Here, let's
too.
tell a story. I feel like, yeah, this is the story. Starts at the university, then you get on the ship, and then you go to the base camp.
Okay.
That way, we'll keep them straight.
All right. So I have 1 action left.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of this weakness before it's a problem.
What's up, PMK? Just made it indeed. Retirement back. Fantastic.
I'm going to take a physical damage and break this discipline. We're going to heal this and this.
Very good. Very good.
And that's the end of my turn.
Very good. Okay. Take this job and shove it.
No enemies. Draw a card, gain money.
Draw a card.
Yes.
Gain a money. Ooh, yeah. 1 doom on the scenario, if you would.
Doing it. I'll draw my bad card. Evanescent Mist. Attach Evanescent Mist to the nearest location that is not cleared of mirages. Place 2 clues on the attached location. So it could be any of these.
Put it on the 1 shroud.
In order to flip attached location over, investigators at attached location must either spend 2 additional clues as a group or take 2 damage. Each take 2 damage. If attached location is cleared of mirages, discard Evanescent Mist. So this one?
Yeah, do the 1 shroud. Let's go. 2 clues on that bad boy. What was the Evanescence song?
Which one?
The one.
Bring Me to Life?
Yeah,
or something
thank you.
like that?
Bring me to life.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah, wake me up inside. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Got it.
Nailed
Thank you. Evanescence Mist.
In order to flip it over, right? So it's Mirage 2. It's fine. 2 additional clues. So every time we flip it over, it's 2 additional clues. Which is tough. Tough biscuits. How many
That's
clues you got?
absolutely annoying. A none, 0.
Should I have spent? We spent all our clues, right?
No, I had 1. There's one remaining from the enemy that transferred 1.
Cool,
So the
cool.
enemies will give us clues too, I think. I can't wait. You can't wake up. That's right.
Bring me up inside. So I got that was my bad card. Now you get a bad card.
Hit me with a homeworld. Glimpse the unspeakable. Terror. Peril. Ah! See that guy's face? Ah! Revelation. Draw the top card of the Tekeli deck and resolve its effect. Shuffle it into any investigator's deck instead of placing it on the bottom. They just love giving these to me. Take a horror. I'm gonna put the horror on me. Should you always put them on the assets first? In case you get a big direct card, direct horror, direct such and such.
You could also get the do one horror to everything kind of thing, and then it clears your assets, which is a bummer.
They keep us guessing. I'm gonna put it on me because the dogs are too important. Oh, I've got trauma also. Yeah. I've got 1 and 1. So.
Do you? You
have trauma? You got your trauma in there?
Yeah, I had to start with my trauma.
Oh, I've only got 1 health, so here we go. Do you want this on the bottom of your deck?
Yeah, sure.
For real? You don't have to.
I have a way to heal, though.
I was just messing with you.
That's like a fine weakness to me.
Okay. Sure.
I have a built-in. Plus, you've already got enough weaknesses.
Hey.
I didn't want to say anything. But years in, I had to finally tell you.
Listen, man, you've got a lot of weaknesses.
That was our bad cards. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
So let me go first. I'll show you why.
Okay.
First, we're going to fast action here. If that Cyclopean Hammer's on the top again, I swear, I missed. I need a smarter initiate here. I feel like I have to go here to get clues because it's the lowest shroud. And that's the only place old big brain Zach needs to be.
This University Halls is horrible.
Why?
So when you flip it over, each investigator discards the top 3 cards of the deck for each clue they spent. So let's say if I spend 2, I flip the top 6. Each teleclue is immediately...
One is flipped each investigator.
But it's only equal to the clues they spent, I think. Each investigator discards for each clue they spent.
Gotcha, yeah.
Which is good. Each investigator draws each teleclue weakness they discarded, and then they shuffle each other weakness discarded back into the deck.
Now, the upside is you can clear out your weaknesses.
But all non-weaknesses go right to the garbage bin.
I know, but you can clear out your once the teleclue things go away, they're out of your deck.
Yeah.
So, like, this is kind of a scenario where you can sort of, like, get those out. You know
like
what I mean?
that, yeah.
Which I don't think is bad, actually.
Okay.
So, I failed this thing, but here's what I want to do. Let's stand together. We each get $2.
You failed the Arcane Initiate? That's a given action. What do you mean it's not even a test?
Well, I looked and
there's nothing there. Okay.
Stand together. We each get 2 money.
Thanks. You're really a provider.
What can I say? I'm friendly.
Oh, yeah. Shuffle your deck.
I did because I failed.
Okay, right. Okay, that came in.
We back. Oh, you know what? I did everything wrong.
Bring me to life. What'd you do wrong?
I'm going to attempt to find my hammer. I should have done that before I played this silly thing. Look at how many? Top 9?
Before you Arcane Initiated?
Before I played that. Missed.
Oh, right. Okay, well, you don't have the hammer, though, so yeah, whatever.
Missed anyway.
I think you keep the Dragon Pole around. You know, I'm kind of fond of it. It's a classic weapon.
Third. I'm just going to...
Well, now you've done nothing.
Play my emergency cash and gain 3 money.
What do you possibly need all that money for?
You'll find out. Over to you.
Bring me... When you would fail a skill test by exactly 1 while investigating base camp, so this is the base camp ability, take 1 horror, you get +1. So it's a little bit easier, but it's 4 shroud. Nobody likes 4 shroud. First action. Let's play my lucky cigarette case. Time for a smoke.
I love that card.
Second action, I'm going to exhaust my sled dog to move 1 time.
Yeah, you are. Get in there.
Just because it's the exact same thing, and I find that to be funny. Last action, let's take a look at those university halls.
Oh, apparently, is that true? So stick to the plan, exhaust. I can't do both those things. So emergency cash is
You want to move? Take a move instead?
Yeah. I'm going to move on down here.
Hey, why don't I come here too?
I'll cash next time. We clear it out?
Yeah. Because then that's a better chance of hitting my cigarette case by 2 or more. All right, I'm at 5 to a 1, so I'm 4 ahead.
Why don't I come?
I'm going to investigate. 4 to a 1. I think we all know how this one's going to go. Yep. Moving on. It's cold down here.
End of round.
I move during my turn, so I will take a card courtesy of Monterey Jack's ability. And draw a card, gain a money.
At what point does the round end?
It ends after you draw, but before the encounter deck does stuff.
All right, so this comes back because I didn't take any damage this time, or horror.
That seems right.
Yeah.
Then we go to the top of the round, wherein
Doom on bad card.
Doom on bad cards.
Nebulous Miasma. Revelation. Attach your location. When you end your turn at the attached location, each card you control with Sanity takes 1 direct horror.
Oh, come on now. They couldn't have structured it better to mess with our plans.
See? You almost got in there. Now,
How do we get rid of it?
Here's the thing. At the end of the round, it just goes away. So we just had to not be there. I can also cancel it.
I don't think that's a cancelable one. We can just spin an action and move.
All right.
And go over to the 2 and work on that one for a while.
Oh, you get your bad card.
This thing's a disaster.
Yeah. This is for you.
Crypt Chill. Test 4 brain. If you fail, discard an asset you control. I'll be doing that. Might have to get rid of that tarot card. I'm not going to, though. I'm not getting rid of that tarot card.
Too big to fail.
I have a 1 brain.
You're definitely going to have to get rid of something.
So let's just see if it gets even worse.
That poor dog.
The dog's staying in, man. You can't get rid of the dog.
Dude, you can also discard her, right?
I'm getting rid of the cigarette case. If I get that arm injury and I don't have her, then... All right, see you, cigarette case. It was nice to know you.
A shame.
It is a bummer.
All right.
My
Over to
engine.
us. So, I think my play is move. Play a card, investigate.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just make it happen. I'm going to move here.
Hold on, before you do that, do you need money? Like Faustian bargain money?
No.
Would it be revolutionary for you? Was it
it
worth 2 curse tokens?
It would not. Move. Play a Holy Rosary. Then we'll use 6 cents. Investigate brain. Now I'm at 5 brain. To 2. Head by 3. Successful.
And you don't have to exhaust 6 cents, right? You can just do that forever?
Keep hitting the button.
I love that. Also, partners can't leave play.
There it is. Yeah. All right, over to you.
I'm going to investigate the deck of Theodosia.
Nailed it.
Succeeded. Would draw a card off a cigarette case, but of course it's gone because it got so cold. Second action.
It froze shut, you know?
Same thing.
Ruined those cigarettes.
Come on now. Come on now. Ooh, evens out. And then last action, I'm going to head your way.
We're going west.
And then at the end of the round, I moved 1. I will draw a card.
Pretty
And
cool.
Here we go.
Pretty cool.
Oh, I forgot to play my magnifying glass. Guess I should have done that. All right, moving on. Card and a resource.
Yeah.
And then this goes away. This could be a real problem if we don't do it right. Arm injury. Called it. And a resource. Let's get a Demon bad card. What do you think?
Yeah. Demon. Back card. Crypt Chill. Test 4 brain. If you fail. Etc. Etc. I'm at 5 brain. We might just pass this one.
You guys get rid of that arcane initiative.
That's
Right?
exactly what's going to
Hey,
happen.
do you want to fast action this before the test?
Well, I sure do. I've hit Cyclopean Hammer on that so many times.
Too bad it's not a spell.
I know.
If only it was a backpack. Backpack on a stick.
All right. I'm ahead by 1.
Good luck.
Ahead by 0.
-2. If you fail, place a clue on your location.
I should have canceled that.
We're getting dunked on, man. It's like somehow we're making 0 progress.
We have 3 locations out, sir. Over to you. Here's your back card.
Nightmarish Vapors. I can either lose 2 actions or shuffle the top 2 cards of the Tekeli Lee deck into my deck without looking at them.
You're just going to have to smack that thing around. Get all of them out of your deck. That's the new mission here.
Or what's 2 actions, really? Because 2 Tekeli cards are going to rob me of a draw and whatever bad thing that they do. So I got to lose 2 actions. It's one of those encounter decks that just tells you you're just going to fail.
Yeah, I agree.
You're just going to do it. You're just losing.
I feel all right. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and go. We're going to get this cash. We're going to play Enchant Weapon here. And then you'll understand.
Yeah, just
later.
live with the Dragon Pole life.
I'm going to move over here. Yeah, it's too late. The Cyclopean Hammer dream for this session is past. Over to you.
That's all. You just played some stuff and moved?
There's a reason I moved. You'll see it in a second. It might be that I can get 2 free clues somewhere, and I may as well get it from the Force Shroud. You know what I mean?
First action, Dr. Mala is going to heal 2 damage. 1 off the arm injury, and 1 off of me. It's beautiful, really.
Chef's kiss.
Second, we're going to play a fast magnifying glass. Ba-chow! I'm a real seeker now at 6.
I always like the imagining that.
Second real action, we're going to investigate a 2. At a -4. 2, 6 minus 2 is 4. That's a success.
That's a -3. No, it's a -4.
Yeah. But luckily I have my magnifying glass. Can you imagine? Otherwise, if I had forgot to play that, I would have just failed. Last action, do you want to start flipping stuff?
Nah. I feel like I like flipping a lot all at once, you know?
Yeah.
In case something goes weird.
Life on the wild side. But I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to put clues back
Okay, Gregory's saying, didn't you lose 2 actions?
Oh, right. What did I do? Did I do anything?
You did fast action, then you investigated, used this thing.
That was my only action. Yeah, so I'll put the clue back. And you know what? I'll even put the magnifying glass back in. Well,
that's fast action. You can play it.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it riskier in my hand or on the board at this point?
Well, it could be an insurance policy for your dog.
Probably in my hand, because there's that discard card for a random from your hand weakness that could come around. Okay, I lost actions. Yeah, successful, etc.
And a brown. Gain a buck.
Wow, this is just one of those that we're going to lose.
I take a horror.
We're absolutely losing this.
That was that weakness. I think with this Mirage, there's no winning or losing it. There just is. Like, you make a certain amount of progress, we'll eventually get to escape somehow, and then we move on.
How important are item searches for you? Like, do you want to go try to find the...
Earlier, that would have been cool, but I've committed to a lifestyle.
Okay, you're in the Dragon Pole.
I made a lifestyle choice.
Wooden Sledge is now a skill card.
All right, we're about to start dunking on this thing.
Dumon. It's only a third of the way through.
Bad card. Dark Aurora. Test 3 brain for each frost token revealed during this test. Take a horror. If you fail, take 2. So I'm going to cancel it.
I'm so glad you got that and not me.
I need to get that just out of my hand.
You just hate cards in your hand, don't you?
Well, I have this thing I can break to draw up to 5.
Right.
So, like, I need to get out of cards.
But you don't want to just spin cards to spin cards for no reason, right?
But, like, I may as well spend it. Because I can draw another copy plus anything else. Like,
it is doing something currently.
Yeah. All right. Here's your back card.
It's a Polar Mirage. Attach the nearest location with at least 1 clue. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues, discard each non-weakness card in your hand and discard Polar Mirage.
You have a small hand size, though, right? So nothing important in there.
About to be a small hand. I'm just going to have to play it all. Why? Why? Why?
All right. I'm just going to go ahead and go to make you feel better about life.
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do is play Scene of the Crime. Get 2 clues.
Here we go. First action only? What does that have to be? Doesn't have to be an enemy or something?
Oh, I thought it was if it was my first action.
That's the evidence or something?
I'll still get a clue. Yeah. 1 clue.
It's 2 if there's an enemy?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was 2 if it was my first action, but yeah, that's fine. Second action, we'll break this and draw 5.
How many weaknesses? 3?
None.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Finally drew that Cyclopean Hammer, though. You know what I mean?
What's up, Caesar's Peak?
Son of a gun. And then third action, after I finally attach that thing to it, I swear I oughta...
This is a comedy of errors.
Yeah. I'm going to move here because that's the only place I can get location. I can actually get the clues.
I'm coming back in there too, I think.
You don't want to clear this thing? Oh, I see why.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
I've got a few things I need to play out. First action move. Second action. Okay, let's think about this. All right, I'm just going to get it set up. Second action, let's play, you heard it here first, a second copy of Sled Dogs. Yeah. And third action, we're going to try to grab a clue here. -2 says yes to clue. Bada boom.
We just figured out Blue's Clues. Because we're really smart.
Yay! Okay, done. Draw a card, gain your money.
Hey, if we ever need some explosives, hit me up. Alright, Dumont.
Doom.
Bad card. Abandoned to Madness. Attached to the nearest possessed enemy in place of Doom Money. If there are no possessed enemies in place, search and counter, take a discard pile.
Get another researcher if you would.
You may get him out of the discard pile?
Actually, you know what? Get the evade man. Although, can I parlay things that are engaged with you?
I think so.
How do you know that, possibly?
Because it's an action.
I can't evade things that are engaged with you, right?
Yeah, but that's an evade action specifically. This is just an action on the table.
Mm-hmm. Get that one then. Let's do that one.
Lost Researcher, you said?
Yeah.
Is it? Wait, no. You didn't say it. You said the other thing.
No, that's the right one. That's right. Let's do that one. Let's do that one.
Should I get it from the discard pile? So that there's another one of these in the deck we could hit? Because this doesn't seem that bad.
It doesn't seem that bad, does it? Unless it comes in with Doom at the wrong time. Yeah, we can always deal with that. Yeah. Because we're really smart.
There it is. This is for you.
Evanescence Mist. Attached to the nearest that is not cleared of mirages.
The one we're on.
Wow. So wait. It doesn't say without another mist on it. Okay. Well, I don't think this one happens anymore. I don't think this one happens, man. I think the deck of Theodosia is undiscoverable. You got to spend
2 clues goes on it.
4 clues.
But it's kind of nice because we keep loading this really low shroud value.
Yeah.
So let's clear all those clues and then we'll go to all these locations.
I agree with that completely. Completely.
I'm glad we're in unison here.
Yeah.
All right. You want to deal with my friend here?
Yeah. Fast action. I'm going to play another magnifying glass. If you can believe it. It's only +1 while investigating, which, is that an investigate?
Oh, you know what? Lost Feature says spawn any location empty of able.
Yeah, but the other thing, doesn't this say to spawn it on you?
Draw it and attach it.
Oh, okay. So we got to put him somewhere. Well, if that's the case, get the other one then. I'll go evade him.
What's his name?
Lost.
Frenzied Explorer?
Yeah, Frenzied Man.
We're going to put him here.
To get clues from there is what we have to discard our hand?
Yeah. Thanks, Daniel, for that.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. First action move. Frenzied Explorer. Oh, I robbed myself of a card last time. I'm gonna just take a money then. Courtesy of Monterey's ability there. I can't remember it for the life of me. It's the worst kind of thing for me to play. So first action, let's move here. Frenzied Explorer. Second action, let's evade the Frenzied Explorer with +3 from the wooden sledge. If you can believe it, gives you a +3 there.
Of course it lets you speed along with your dog.
So 3 on the Frenzied Explorer, courtesy.
Wait, hold on. This guy doesn't have spawn like the other guy did. So he would just be here with us. You didn't have to move.
Well, but he would engage you, so I would have to take an action to engage him and then evade him. The movement gets me a free card. Let's just stick with this. I engage him off of you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the test wooden sludge.
Because you were moving anyway.
Yeah. It just Monterey gets you a card for that.
Yeah.
Or a money.
Thank you, Street. I don't know how people do this correctly.
1, 2, 3. I'm at a 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5.
4, 3, 0, 9.
So I got a margin of error of 5.
What could go wrong? Appreciate the stream out there. Perfect.
Boom. I get a clue for my trouble, and this gets discarded.
Clues everywhere. Just bathing in clues.
He's bathing in them.
Start hitting that one shroud button.
So I've got 1 action remaining. Because you're really smart. Huh. Should we just investigate?
Yeah. Because we basically need 12. We're halfway. Yeah.
Success. I can't fail except by supernatural means.
Just from the clues that are left here, we could reveal all of these locations.
We have got 6 between us. We want to go start dunking on one?
Interestingly, this one has a shared one here, standing stones, and here, coastal. So there's only one on this, the hedge maze, that we'd have to reveal from this middle spot.
We haven't even been reading this. When you investigate, give it +2 shroud or spend 1 additional action. How did we not even see that? I feel like it's fine. We've been dunking on it pretty hard.
Yeah.
The game, it's
+2
fine.
shroud the whole time.
It's fine. It's fine.
Interesting. All right. Okay, great.
This Mirage is driving me insane.
Yeah.
This is one of the weirder Arkham things.
Yeah, I don't feel like
I feel like I'm like punching a wall.
Yeah.
There's no progress here.
My turn?
Yeah.
We're going to use 6 cents. I'm coming in at 5.
You gonna give it 3 shroud?
Yeah. Coming in at 5. We're going to go to 7. Head by 4.
Oh, drop the hammer in on a test that really doesn't matter at all.
I just need that out of my hand. Head by 4, so I succeed. So I get a clue.
So our plan is to drain this and then split up and...
Yeah, do it again.
Done.
+2. Head by 4. Succeeded.
So the theory here is just to spin cards wildly and then get a bunch more?
I can't play another weapon.
Yeah.
Unless I want to get rid of this, and I can't enchant another weapon. So those are just dead cards in my hand.
Yeah.
For
Unless
real
you
dead
got
cards.
like 8 money or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So then third action, let's just do it again. This time I'm only head by 2.
How many cards? Hey, here's an easy way to get cards out of your hand. Go investigate over there and dump them.
I'm about to.
I can dump mine too. Need to get higher education turned on.
+1.
That gold, you see that gold and it's like beautiful. It's like the best feeling. I
Relief.
feel like the superstar should have been gold as well. Like all the good effects are like gold.
I feel like a superstar should have come on an air horn.
Yeah. It's like a button.
Yeah. That was easy. Okay, end of the round. Money in a card.
This is good. Card and money. 1 Demon. Let's get to the bad card, shall we? 7 of 15. Not good, dude.
Miasmic Torment. If you control a partner asset, exhaust them and attach this to them. Otherwise, again, surge. Okay, great.
Oh, gross. What does that do?
Attached asset cannot be ready. At the end of your turn, attached asset takes a damage or a horror. Test 3 brain or book. You succeed, discard this as an action.
Oh, thank gosh. You got that one.
We'll be getting rid of it.
Me bad? The madness within. Test 4 brain.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to Ward of Protection.
No, you should Ward of Protection in this.
I can't. It's only things I draw. Sorry. I don't want to waste an action on this. I'll take a horror that I'll heal anyway.
Dude, you're cavalier with your Ward of Protection. I hold those until I'm about dead.
We're not dead yet.
All right, Madness Within. This is me losing, basically. Each point I fail by shuffle the top card of the Telekeli deck into your deck without looking at it.
That's not bad. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, it's only a 3 failure.
A gift.
You know, I remember the days whenever drawing cards was good.
Back in the day.
Now I don't even want to do it.
Help me now.
I'd rather not even do it. Why do they make the fun things no longer fun? I used to enjoy the simple things like drawing cards, playing assets. Getting clues. But now, doing all these things is annoying. Makes everything worse somehow. I can't ever get my higher education turned on because I keep drawing all these weaknesses. So it's just like, what am I supposed to do?
I do like how the bag has become frosty and our decks have become full of weaknesses. It's like it's really wearing on us.
I'm becoming a little frosty myself.
I can feel it.
Tell you.
It's a little cool in here.
Oh, I got the sled dogs though. Okay, so we need to get to 12 clues and then just start dunking. That's our game plan here.
Yeah, we only need 2 more.
Okay. That should be doable. So if I Yep.
Now, if I get 1 more, I can move here and then reveal the ones that I can only get here.
Yeah, this is the plan. Let's split up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start?
What could go wrong? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to do a 3-shroud deck of Theodosia test. I've got a lot of clue power, so we'll see if it matters. 7 to 3. Go ahead.
You're a magnet.
Everything's fine.
You do like color blue, I guess.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Marcus says, Granby Stevens is the best, Steven. That's what we came here for. Come on now. There it is. Just boom.
Bada boom. Just gotta believe.
He's over it. I'm having a great time.
Second action, let's move.
Uh-huh.
All right, now let's keep in mind what happens here. So I get all the Kelly weaknesses imaginable whenever I start doing this, right? That's exactly what's about to happen.
You should go to the other place. And we need to clear yours out.
We gotta clear them out.
Yeah. Plus you got healing on deck. I mean, come on.
All right, I'm gonna take a fast action. Working a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get basically a free scoot and clue here.
Okay.
And that is going to trigger whenever I discover or take control of 1 or more clues, I discard my hand. But it clears out our polar mirage.
Okay, great.
So it's out of there. Working a hunch is kind of a cool way to do that.
There's million. You must be near the ocean. It's a little salty in these places.
And then because now a lot of these Kelly weaknesses make me discard cards from my hand.
Let's go.
But it's not going to matter. So then I'm going to take a fast action. I still have 1 action left. I'm going to take a fast action. Spend 2 clues, right? Flip it over.
And let's see how it even works.
Ugh. 3 figures shimmer into view as they cross one another in the darkened halls. Professor, you hear Dr. Kinsler's voice acknowledge, and her outline becomes defined. Professor Dyer and his protege appear next. I do hope you'll consider my proposal, she continues. If she truly cared one way or the other, her tone of voice surely does not reveal it. So essentially, what are we looking at? Professor Dyer and his protege are really into it, but Dr. Kinsler's being kind of ignored. No, opposite of that. She's really into it. No, she's not. She's not into it at all. If she truly cared one way or the other, her tone of voice surely does not reveal it. Okay. She says, Professor, I do hope you'll consider my proposal, etc. In response, Dyer simply glances at Danforth, who appears to be staring behind her, far, far behind her. Well, in any event, she adjusts her glasses and enters the door labeled with her name. Dyer shakes his head with a sigh, but Danforth is the one who breaks the silence. I think we should go. Huh, a scene in the darkness. Interesting. Professor, I do hope you'll consider my proposal. If she truly cared, her tone of... there's got to be a clue in here, right?
Does it do anything?
No, her tone of voice surely does
Nothing happens.
So she doesn't care. They don't care. Danforth's staring into the distance. And there we go. Okay. So we can follow Danforth's memories to put the set-aside Elder Chamber location in play. We can follow Dr. Kinsler's memories, or we can follow Dyer's memories. Dr. Kinsler is the one. I'm going to start with Riverview Theater.
There's Elder Chamber, Riverview Theater, and Standing Stones.
Mm-hmm. This has overlap with Riverview Theater.
Yeah. So you can.
We can do them all. I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or maybe I'll just keep going down one tree. Let's find out. Okay, what is this one? The Riverview Theater? Let's go to the theater. Ooh, this connects to base camp as well. So we'll start getting the map sorted out here. Both of these go down here. Mm-hmm. And these guys. This is the university here. Just got this stuff.
And you're here.
Yeah. Okay. And then a little nice. Review Theater goes in. And I'm here. Right. Okay. Good. Review Theater. Mirage 4. So we got to spend 4 clues to flip. When you draw a colorly card at Review Theater, resolve its effect an additional time. Then discover a clue. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. And then I got to resolve 6 cards off the top. 1 weakness.
Why 6?
3 for each clue I spent. Okay. We're going to dunk the good cards. Just card 1 card at random.
Got him. Suckers.
Don't have any. Idiots. And then Telekalali, place 1 of your clues on your location. Place this on the bottom. Okay, still have 4. So far, so good.
Cleared them out too. See? Everything's going according to plan.
And 1 action remains. I can roll and do another Riverview flip to continue down Dr. Kinsler's memories. I'm inclined to do that. I'm just doing it. Last action move, fast action.
Oh my goodness, hold on.
Spin it 4.
Okay. You spent all 4 for it.
That's
crazy,
right.
Crazy.
I think they want us to go down like the whole line. Thank you for inviting me here, Dr. Sinha. Dr. Kinsler says quietly, her outline shimmering into view. She and Dr. Sinha sit next to one another in the almost empty theater. The lights are dim and the curtain drawn, but the show has not yet begun. Of course, and just Mala is fine. Kinsler flinches and clears her throat. Then call me Amy. Okay, Amy and Mala hanging out here? I already do, the physician replies as the screen in front of them kindles to life. Choose one. Follow Dr. Kinsler's memories, but set aside Dr. Kinsler's office location. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm on the hunt now.
Yep, he's going deep.
Kinsler's office. We got a squiggly line. You got any squiggly lines over there? No?
The bacon.
Mirage 4.
And only connects to yellow, so it only goes back to the base camp.
Oh, nice. So we go back. I mean, we could build this in a way, but we just know.
Yeah.
While Amy Kinsler's here, it's -2 Shroud. After you successfully investigate the office, you must either take a horror or remove a secret from an asset you control. So I'm going to dunk here.
I have Amy Kinsler.
You do?
Yeah, she's my thing.
Very nice. And then I gotta. Okay.
So I feel like that's I have to get down there.
Okay. And we maybe don't even need to investigate this. I can get 4 from here out of 1 shroud and then roll down here and.
Well, what's the point of investigating it?
To get the clues off of it. If we needed them by the time we got to it.
Oh, this flips.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna bring 4 down and flip this over, and maybe that's the end of the chain. Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Streaky Pro, yep, I did. Discarded 6.
So you don't need me to bring Kinsler there? It seems
I don't
like a
think
waste
so.
of time.
No.
Oakley dokley. I'm going to go ahead and use my 6th sense here to investigate. At a 5-3. Headbutt hit.
Now we're getting interesting, dude. You see the story trees are actually rolling out. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's cold out there in the old deck of the ship.
Try it again.
Bummer. Ooh.
Failed. Try it again. I need one more clue.
Yeah. Got it.
End of turn.
The likelihood of you getting an encounter card that puts a clue back on the location is almost 100% at this point.
We're about to find out. Next time.
And Telekeli Lee, place one of your clues on your location, but I don't have any.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm a freaking genius.
He's a true man of genius.
The Arkham Players of the Century.
Dumont?
MJ can't design a scenario that we don't crush.
Polar Mirage.
That's fine. Yeah, don't care. Don't touch that place. That place is awful.
All right. Your back card.
That's actually a great place for that to go.
It really is.
Evanescent Mist in the nearest location that is not cleared of mirages. Place 2 clues on it. Well, great. Just perfect timing.
Oh, whenever you draw a thing, resolve its effects in additional time, then discover a clue.
Oh, I get a clue. Yay. And then we put Evanescent Mist here. Bring me to life. Did you put a Doom on?
Yeah.
And then we place 2 clues on it. This is perfect, dude. It's perfect.
It's a theater farm.
That's right. Awesome. And then if we wanted to flip this, we got to spin stuff, but I'm not there yet. I've already flipped it where I want it to be. We're officially in a totally different world. Oh, I need to draw a card and get a money too. Oh wait, I already did that. Did I? No?
Okay.
No, draw a card, get a
So
money.
I think I'm gonna move to the base camp, and then I'm gonna reveal the one that connects these two, which is the ones connected to both, the coastal waters. So let me just go ahead and start going down this path. I'm gonna move here.
Monterey's ability too. Thank you, Marcus.
I'm gonna spend 2 clues
Lose 2 resources.
to flip the base camp. Cleared them out though, man.
Yeah, dude, get him out of here.
All right, I'm flipping the base camp.
Okay.
Alaya and his companion, Anyu, the dog, shimmer into view alongside the outskirts of the camp.
So we're back to the investigator phase, and you're taking the first action. Okay. I
Where have you been?
feel like we skipped
Takata
something.
says, also appearing before your... Oh wait, did we get back cards? We did.
Yeah, I got the thing down, and
Takata says, also appearing before your eyes. It is foolish to venture out alone, Dr. Senas joins in the scolding. Relax, I wasn't alone, Elias replies, his gloved hand gently petting Anyu's neck. The physician rolls her eyes and departs, but Takata remains, folding her arms across her chest. There's still a lot to do before we head out, you know, she states. Elias sighs and nods. I know, just anxious. Something about this place, he trails off. Takata nods. Yes, I feel it too. Choose one. I want to choose the coastal waters. Follow Takata's memories. Set aside coastal waters into play.
are you going down the Takata tree?
Mm-hmm.
Fully.
You want to hand me the coastal?
You got it.
So move. That's a fast action to do that?
Yeah, fast action.
All right. Coastal waters, 8 clues.
It doesn't connect.
It connects with these two.
Okay. Location connectors would be nice. Here, let's get these. Let's get all this garbage out of here. We'll just
You can stack it under it.
stack it under there. It's like, if you ever need to go here, beware it's awful.
All right. Let's go ahead and...
Let's make it clear.
Oh, that costs 4 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to fast action a talisman of protection. 2 actions left.
Don't hate that.
And then I'm going to move here. I'm going to spend 4 to flip this location.
Boom, just like that. Yeah, we're in the same place.
Hell of a test run, Cookie yells over the roar of the rushing wind. The two of them are up in one of Takata's airplanes. This must have happened just after she completed work on the first plane, before the lot of you set off toward the peaks and the events that ensued. Get used to it, Takata shouts from the pilot's seat. Weather's going to be rough anytime we're in the air. Don't worry, though. She'll hold. You see the grim co-pilot hold back a smile. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Takata chimes in. Nah, Cookie lies. Just been a while, is all. Choose one. Follow Takata's memories. Put the set-aside airfield location into play. Or follow Cookie's memories. Put the set-aside Ottoman front location into play. Let's get that airfield.
Yeah, dude. Now, yeah, okay.
4 clues go on.
And it, wait, Riverview Theater also connects back up to the prison, yeah? It sure does. So all these things go back to the prison. And remember, it's supposed to be in the middle, probably, right?
This thing?
If you imagine the prison in the middle, No?
I don't think so.
I don't know. We just got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Location
I'm
connection.
not here yet.
Those here.
So I'm gonna need 4 clues.
You need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be there.
Yeah.
Well, can you get 4 at 2, or is it worth moving over to a 1? You're investigating a 4?
I'm at 5.
I think 5 to 2 is fine.
I think I can get it.
And what is the bad thing? After you reveal a snow token, take 1 horror. But 1 additional clue.
It's fine.
If you get past
I can heal, and I have rosary and stuff. Okay, end of turn?
End of your turn. I haven't gone yet.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Get on down with your bad self.
Flip your investigator card over. Proper procedure, please. Thank you, sir.
So I moved, flipped, fast action, moved. I have an action left. Somehow, Palpatine's returned. Issue 6 cents. Coming at 5 to 2.
You played Talisman, right?
That's a fast action.
Oh, wait. Then you've got all sorts of action.
That was move.
Oh, you had to move to the base camp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the clues. It's equal to what? The act?
Number of story cards in the victory display?
0. Wait, is this supposed to be in the victory display once it's miraged?
Mm-mm. It's just not illusionary anymore. We're miraged.
Maybe like once we get to the end of some of these trees, they go to the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then then you come back and you try to get them all in the victory display.
Okay, over to you.
All right, don't look now, but I'm about to wreck people. First action, investigate Riverview Theater. Play quick thinking. Okay, none of this applies here. Take a test. Take another. +1. Boom. Clue. Succeeded by 2 or more. Triggers. Extra action. Boom. First action. Investigate. Success. Second
We're
action.
getting close now.
Investigate. Clue. Third action. Let's exhaust a dog to move.
Why not?
Just to do it with style. Fast action. Spin 4. Flip.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. I got to know the answer. I'm a detective. Dr. Kinsler sits at her desk, struggling to focus on her work. Various papers sit in neat piles around her, and the bookshelf is perfectly ordered, just as you would expect from the professor. But the journal she writes in is cluttered and unkempt. She runs her hand through her hair, undoing her ponytail. No, 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 she mutters, ripping a piece of paper from the book. You spot a photograph serving as a bookmark, keeping her page as she shuts the journal angrily. She opens one of her desk drawers and throws the crumpled paper inside, barely noticing the way the drawer bubbles over with miasma and the putrid gray mist emanating from within. If Dr. Amy Kinsler is alive, spawn the set-aside memory of an unrequited love enemy at this location and flip this card back over. I hope it's a fun memory.
Unrequited doesn't sound optimistic to me.
Memory of an unrequited love. Alert. Prey is the investigator with Dr. Amy Kinsler. It's currently none of those, right?
I have Dr. Kinsler.
You do. After you discover 1 or more clues at this enemy's location, deal that much damage to this enemy. And when the enemy is defeated, flip it over and resolve the text on its other side. Dr. Amy Kinsler, the investigators may advance the current act or continue playing. We've got to continue playing, right?
Yeah.
We've got like 7 turns?
Frank's saying, don't I score an additional clue on my location? I don't think I revealed one on the investigate on this location, did I?
Yeah, you have to reveal the snow token. You did not. And then we flip this card back over. Oh, I see. So now it's a 3 shroud, and every time I investigate, deal that much damage to this enemy. Okay. So it's got 4 clues on it, which would do 4 of the 6 damage necessary. But it would also just be wrecking me the whole time, so I'm not into that so much.
Yeah.
And that's my turn. So I'm just going to take 1 slap from the memory of unrequited love, and we're putting it on the doggo.
That's right.
One slap to dog.
So end of the turn. Enemies do enemy things. We haven't done that in a while.
Punch me.
Gain a money. Draw a card.
Draw a card. Another dog. Gain a money.
Okay. So
Rip, rop, unravel when I time travel.
then we do mine.
Yeah.
Bad cards.
Yeah.
Blasphemous Vision. Shuffle the top card of the weakness deck into my deck without looking, then put it into my threat area. Resolve any weakness I draw 3 times.
Oh, I got some of those.
I can test the brain instead to get rid of it at some point.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you can't, right? Amnesia. Either take 2 horror, place a doom on the current agenda.
Well,
Take 2.
Yeah, take 2. So I feel like, do you mean to come over and smoke that thing?
Here's the interesting thing about it.
Or are you going to evade it and get clues?
And I need to get a cash too. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, because I didn't even get one for Monterey. I've been missing that trigger a billion times. It all evens out. I don't need you to do this. In fact, this is a great moment of triumph for me.
Okay. Get on down with your bed, so I'll just keep doing my thing.
If
Else then?
If it works.
Well, if it doesn't, then I can come your direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does alert mean every time you do something, it hits you?
Every time you try to evade it and you fail, it hits you.
Just don't do that.
I do want to do that, though.
You want to fail?
No, I want to succeed.
Yeah.
It'll be beautiful if it works.
I'm picturing you fighting with your 2 magnifying glasses out.
Okay.
Hope the sun comes out so you can roast them.
A 2 test here is not awesome.
You're ahead by 2. Heart of the cards, dude. Heart of the cards.
You think so? First action. Evade this thing.
So anyways.
Oh, nice call, brother.
That's those are the instincts that have, gotten me through life.
Second action.
Half the time it works every time.
Wolf pack attack.
Aw, dude.
Third action, exhaust 3 dogs for +3 and 3 damage.
When you play in this wolf deck, we do need the wolf pack song. I need a soundboard.
All right, so we got a 5. It's still not awesome. Let's get a 5 to a 4. What? Okay, so instead of doing that, hold on, we could do this. Check this out. Special delivery. Let's use the Sun Dogs to move 3 times. Now,
he's gonna come tromping towards me. That's fine. I'll come get him.
You think you'll have time to get there?
Yeah.
Meantime, I can start working on clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he'll eventually get to me, right?
Let's Wolfpack attack here. Out of dodge. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Start nabbing these clues.
Yeah. We're out of there, dude. Evade and sled out.
Yeah. Hey, the dog's really paying off there, honestly.
Oh, that's really cool.
Okay, mine.
Yeah. What does this thing do? Move to the prison. Why would we ever need to do that? Streaky press hand if they need to quickly meet up. Oh, both can take the free trigger on that. Now we got the dogs, man. We don't need that.
Do you have any actions left?
Evade, play, move.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and investigate using this thing. I'm ahead by 3. Let's do it again.
Very good. Oh, and then into my turn, I'm going to card in money.
Got it.
Courtesy of...
Auto fail. Not a bad time to get it, honestly.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take this Blasphemous Visions and try to get rid of it because I just don't want that to happen. I'm going to commit 2 extra, and then I'm ahead by 4. I'd rather that just be gone. if possible. -4. That's very amazing that I committed 4 to that test.
Very good.
That I committed to get to +4.
Can you imagine how bad it would have been?
What would it have been?
Place a doom on this enemy. Okay. Memory stands up. It actually, it doesn't hunt. So prey is only if we were both in the same spot, and it spawned on. It would spawn on you.
So I'm gonna have to go get him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get
That's
there.
fine.
If you could ride with me on my dog sled, that'd be cool.
Dude, check this out. If I hadn't gotten rid of that, I got the Techly lead that does a horror.
Oh, awesome. Buried secrets. Cool.
But I would have resolved it 3 times. So it would have been 3 horror right there.
You would have been nearly dead there.
Yeah, that's what I got my talisman protection for, though.
Okay. We got the dog sled. Also, this is the important thing, too. This is 6 health and sanity on the board. I've got another investigator's worth of damage I can take, and I love it.
Doom on.
How many we at?
11 to 15.
So we have to flip this and probably peace out.
Yeah, I'm going to go murder that thing.
Wonderful.
Frenzied Explorer. And it's played with 1 Doom on. When it is defeated, move each Doom on it to its location.
You can just kill that, right? Or, oh, I can evade it.
But you have to engage it.
It's kind of a waste of time, yeah. Amnesia. No, anamnesis. Take 2 horror.
He suddenly couldn't read.
Dog.
Is that what the word is?
These dogs. These dogs are going crazy. Oh.
All right, so you want to go first and deal with this thing for me?
That's beautiful. Let's see, what do I want to do?
And then my plan, just so you're aware, is going to be move, investigate here. I want to get to 4 clues. Then I'm going to move in, deal with this thing, and then have the clues to flip that.
It's a perfect plan. It could never go wrong.
What could go wrong?
So what? I'm going to roll in there, and then if your location, you cannot move except by scenario card effects. Okay, fine. All right, let's take your thing. First action.
Thank you.
Now I've got to succeed by 2. I guess we kind of have to ask. Well, it does turn into a clue, so that's worth at least a couple of tries.
Yeah.
Second
And
action.
buy the whole extra turn.
Do you have any feet in your hand?
Hold on. Yep.
I'm going to put Lone Wolf on this because it's not important. So 6 to a 2. I'm ahead by 4.
That's pretty good. We like the spot.
Not enough. You got to succeed by 2 or more.
Oh.
Hate it.
But you still got evaded, right?
Yeah. So we could just leave him around.
Try next time.
I guess. I don't know.
They'll auto-engage with you, so that's at least good.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Hold on. You can't flip the office. So there's no point in dealing with this guy.
Yeah, you flip this and resolve it once it's dead. It'll do something fancy.
Ooh, we want to do that.
Yeah, we got to
So
do
I just
that.
have to go get rid of him. I don't have to get the clue.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, second action. I don't need to deal with buried secrets yet, so I'm not going to do that. Second action, let's investigate the coastal waters.
Right.
I succeed, I think.
-4.
So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got it. Whoa, boom.
And last action, same idea. Well, boom again.
Over to me.
Man, I want to stick the dog pack on this Frenzied Explorer, man, but I can't. Yeah, over to you.
All right. I'm just going to move, investigate. Because I don't want to move into the jungle yet.
Oh, man
special
said I could
+2
take any.
and fix this.
You actually get to do it.
The only way to fix that otherwise is to start the turn with less than 2 or less cards in hand and only ever have 2 or less cards the whole turn,
That's awesome.
which is very hard for me to do.
Good job.
That was the perfect
We did it.
thing.
End of the turn. Enemies do enemy things. This will ready and engage me. We draw a card and gain a money.
Take damage.
What'd you draw?
One of my weaknesses.
What's it called?
Kelly Lee.
Oh, one of the Kelly Lee.
I like the to Kelly Lee.
From Justin to Kelly. You seen that movie?
I have not seen the movie, but my uncle, as you were aware, owned a movie rental business.
Yeah, I've watched it.
There was a big poster for a long time. Was it, as bad as I assume it was?
It was enjoyable for me because it was very bad.
Did you ever watch that Britney Spears movie, Crossroads, or something like that?
No.
So good. So good. Hold on. We did. I want to look up the. And then from who to who? Justin to Kelly?
From Justin to Kelly, yeah.
Let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes is. What do you think it is?
I'm sure it's a poor movie.
8%.
Yeah, it's not great. Apparently that was part of the contract in the first American Idol.
Really?
Or something.
Oh, look at this. Crossroads of Britney Spears, 15%. It's double the percent.
Well, Britney fans will pull up the average on that one.
I almost feel like we need to have a from Justin to Britney watch session. Anyways. Doomon?
You got your bad. I put the Doom on already. You got your bad card just now. You took the damage, and then now you.
Oh, here's the bad card. Attach my location. Limit 1 per location. +2 shroud. After obscuring fog. After it's successfully investigated, discard it.
That's not good for you now.
I don't really need it. It's fine.
Oh right. How about me? Oh no, a horrifying shade. It's aloof. While it's at a location that is cleared as a mirage, it loses aloof. After you discover, take control of clues. Place an equal amount of doom on horrifying shade. That's horrible.
It's aloof though.
Yeah, but I can't investigate anymore.
You can come down here and get this one.
At a 4 shroud? I mean, actually, it's not terrible. But I got to spend the money to exotic.
Yeah, I don't know. You can figure that out.
I need to get this guy evaded, get a clue, and then go down and get one of those.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
So I'm gonna move, punch,
kick, punch, kick, punch.
2, 3. I don't have enough to get him in one swing.
It's only 1 and 1 back at you.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
It's fine. So I'm basically just gonna move.
How do you take all this damage? How do you get so injured? It looks great on these boards, though. I gotta tell you.
That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's right. It's really a marketing gimmick. Yeah. Just put tokens in the boards.
Everything's fine.
This one really kind of accelerated on this. I feel like we could have done a lot better.
Yeah, agreed. But here we are.
But the deck just kept spitting out garbage.
Leroy Jenkins, let's go. We're engaging with this thing, moving. We're gonna go Dragon Pole. I'm at 4 attack +3 because I have 3 arcane slots full. So that is gonna be a 7 to his 4, head by 3. I'm gonna react. Perform fight using the attached thing. I add my brain to the test. So now I'm ahead by a lot.
You've got a million stat, we get it.
And it deals 3 damage if this hits. So only 2 ways to fail. We're halfway to 1.
-2. -3 total.
3 damage. And then we'll just swing the Dragon Pole again. This time I'm going to be ahead by 3.
Is it even worth swinging?
It does 2 damage.
You're just going to come back with Enchant Weapon next turn, right? And hit 3 again?
That's true.
Anything worthless with a fight, evade, or otherwise that you can mess with? Any weird, cheeky way to get a clue? Do damage? I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I don't think so, because he'll hit me. Hit me. I could still fail my initial punch next round. So, having damage on is not a bad thing.
Insurance policy.
I'm going to use an overpower to get to +5.
Yeah.
Could still fail here. Got it.
-3.
So, he's taking 2.
Okay, overpower, draw a card. You love those cards, don't you? What's that about? Okay, over to me. We need a miracle pole here. 5 to 2. -1 or better. That ain't it.
That's not a...
Second action, let's try it again.
Feel that 0 coming along.
-2. He's evaded, but not enough. Last action, let's try Buried Secrets. That's what I needed. Success. It's -0. Wrong order bag.
End of turn?
End of turn. Readies. Draw a card. Telecolor. Taking a horror.
Same.
2 resources.
We're just clearing out these weaknesses, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure they'll never come back. Lose 2, gain 1, so I'm going to end at 2. Now, how many Doom is on the board currently? 12, 13, 14?
14 with this one.
This could be the end of the road for us.
Lost research. We're going to just play with a Doom on it.
I won't advance.
Oh, really?
No, unless a card tells us to. Obscuring Fog on Coastal Waters. That's very thematic. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with me. I've got 1 crack at this evade.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to kill him. But that'll put the Doom on as well. So it might just be a 1 turn.
Yeah. So
this is going to put out a stupid memory card anyway.
Yeah. If we can successfully get rid of him and this, we will have 1 more turn.
What are the odds?
Pretty good. I will at least defeat this first.
You want to do that? Well, I feel like when you defeat the memory, it's going to give us the option to advance the act and like.
Let's do that last.
So let's do that last because it will definitely work, right? It's not possible it won't work. First action, let's evade the Frenzied Explorer. Come on.
What could possibly go?
Skull, 0, -1, Superstar.
-3.
-3. He's evaded, but that's not enough.
This is the end of the game, then.
Yeah.
Now or never.
Mm-hmm. The only way that I could do something here...
You can't evade him again, can you?
I don't think you can evade something that's evaded.
It would stand to reason.
Yeah. I think there's only 1 out for us here in terms of like anything of value happening. I think we've done poorly here.
Me defeating this thing?
I mean, that's happening for
I think
sure.
it could have gone worse.
So I can investigate here at a Shroud of 4, reveal a snow token, take horror, get 2 clues, third action move, fast action flip this.
I think it's at least worth seeing.
But that would just put out another enemy, of course.
But it also might be like mark down everything that you revealed.
Yeah. It's worth trying, I guess.
Yeah. You can always fast action back to the prison.
That's true. I can go dog up over to you if I wanted to as well.
I like that.
All right, second action, investigate. Come on now.
We need the snow token. Oh, we got the snow token. Now you just need to succeed.
Come on now.
Double dog dare you.
What am I at, a 7?
I don't know, man.
5, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7 currently. All right. Oh, I should have put that in, huh? Ah, -5.
He failed. If you put that card in, would you have succeeded?
Nope.
Okay, good. That was at least worth a shot, you know?
It wasn't nothing.
Now what do you want to do? You want to dog over to me? Just for fun?
I suppose. Dog up.
Alright. It's cool. The Wolfpack enters.
Oh.
Alright. I'm just going to swing here with this. Only one way to fail.
Halfway.
Succeeded.
Dead. Flip it over. Let's resolve.
Memory of an unrequited love. Dr. Kinsler, the real one, eyes you coldly. This memory is not for you, she warns, though I suppose you have no more control over this than I do. You can't help but be a little curious what kind of academic work would rattle someone like her, so you ask. It was not academic in nature, she confesses, running her hand idly along the vision of her office desk, before pulling the photograph out from inside the journal and examining it in private. I was never very skilled in expressing myself in matters of the heart, she says, and the photograph fades in her hands along with the rest of the Mirage. Come along, I do not wish to remain here any longer, she states. In your campaign log, record, Dr. Kinsler has confronted her demons. Draw a check mark next to her name in the expedition team
I feel like that's good for us.
I agree.
Because she's the one that has that long story when we keep checking in on her, too. Yeah. Dr. Kinsler confronted her demons?
Yep, and put a check mark next to her name.
Well, I already have that from a different system I'm using. That was us talking to them.
You want to put a check mark next to her name under that? Just so we remember that we...
what's her name? Amy? No? Yeah, Amy? Dr. Amy Kinsler? Mm-hmm. I'll put a circle, like, what's up? And then I'll point to it and say check mark.
Dude, check this out. This campaign's getting more interesting all the time.
Can we advance?
Well, hold on. From now on, whenever Dr. Amy Kinsler is included or used during a scenario, use the set-aside Resolute version instead from the expedition. Team encounter set. If she's currently in play, switch her to that version now.
Say what?
I just want to see it.
Do we get to advance or not?
Yeah.
Yay.
Spoiler.
What's she do? Does she have the same health problems as your old dead version?
Where are they?
Are they flipped? Maybe on the back? That's usually how Arkham do.
Hold on. I think I've got them somewhere.
Well, I hope so. Wait, are these them? No, these are the dead ones.
Oh, they did. It's in that other stack right there.
Wait, Amy.
Resolute?
Amy Kinsler. Resolute.
All right, let's see.
She's got secrets.
Same art. She has an extra health and an extra... That's it. 1 extra health. 3 secrets, like normal. All right, so the old one was spend a secret and exhaust her. Investigate, base skill of 5. If you succeed, look at the top card of any investigator or encounter deck, and you may discard it. Now, during your turn, spend a secret and exhaust her. Investigate with a base of 6. If you succeed, look at the top card of any investigator's deck or encounter deck, you may discard that card. So she got 1 extra health and 1 extra mo better. I'm just going to slide it in the same slide.
I mean, that's hardly revolutionary, right?
It's not. It's resolutionary. All right. add this card to the victory display. The investigators may advance the current act or continue playing.
I think we should advance.
1 victory. Yeah, I agree.
This was victory 2 on the back of this one that I read. Does this go to the victory display? It says flip this card back over. Oh, add it to the victory if she's dead. Okay, wait, we don't want that. She's well alive.
Understanding sets in. Dream though it may be, this place is like an what?
Resolute Amy is a fast action now. Doesn't cost you any time. That's so much better. Okay.
Your face.
Way better.
Understanding sets in. Dream though it may be, this place is like a nexus of minds, a place within the miasma where thought is material, where madness is embodied. As you ponder the deeper truths that might have taken shape in the maze of horrors, a door appears just in the periphery of your sight. The same door you used once to trap yourself in this hellish place. Perhaps there are more mysteries to discover, but for now, you've seen enough. You open the door.
Hey, this is super clever. Like, if you have a group that just wants to grind out every single story, it seems like you kind of could. Or 4 at least.
And it's the setup of it was also set it up this way the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then next time it's different.
That's pretty cool.
So every time you visit, it's a little different, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. See, this kind of stuff is what actually has me jacked for Earthborn, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to wander around and learn about stuff. It's like, I love that story. I don't even care about the cards.
Resolution 1. You tumble through the doorway and onto your sleeping mat, flailing within your tangle of warm blankets. No door shuts behind you. Did you only imagine all of that, or was it real?
I don't know.
And then I don't understand. Is there a difference? It just says, is there a difference?
Between what? A difference in what? Wait, read that again?
Did you imagine it all, or was it real? But then the first checklist item is there, usually it's like do something. Anyways, in the Fatal Mirage section of the campaign log, under Memories Banished, record each story card in the victory display. Each investigator earns Experience equals a victory. X value, so 1. Memories of an unrequited love.
And this is in what section we're supposed to do this? Just the campaign one?
Memories banished.
Oh, this is a new section.
A whole new section.
So memories banished were Kinsler.
Well, memory of an unrequited
love.
In the Fatal Mirage section of the campaign log, under memories discovered.
Oh, come on.
Record each non-otherworld location in play.
Hold on, I gotta rethink where I go with this. Yeah. So memories conquered.
So there's a Fatal Mirage section, which is this scenario, which we may come back to. Memories banished is memory of an unrequited love.
Okay.
And then memories discovered, every non-otherworld location in play. So the prison is otherworld, but then I'll read these two. Deck of Theodosia.
Okay, hold on. Deck of Theodosia, okay.
Base camp.
Base camp, right.
University halls.
Okay.
Coastal waters.
Oh my gosh, is it all of them?
Riverview Theater.
Is it going to start like this?
I think so. That's what I was saying. Even just flipping locations might be helpful to us.
Yeah.
Airfield. And Dr. Kinsler's office.
Okay.
Cross off each location recorded under memories discovered for which the corresponding story card is also recorded under memories banished.
So Dr. Kinsler's office is gone?
Yeah. If there are any other non-story cards in the victory display worth victory X, each investigator earns experience equal to that amount. There's not. In the expedition team section of the campaign log, record the amount of damage and horror on each partner asset in play.
1 and 1.
Yeah, I assume that sticks.
So we get 1 experience for all that.
Yeah. Plus, this stuff is revealed, though.
And you get a new ally, which is nice. It's kind of like an experience bonus.
Proceed to the next scenario of the campaign in numerical order as follows. So next will be Scenario 3, City of the Elder Things.
So we'll actually play City of the Elder Things next time. Well, that was just a delightful interlude.
That was... It actually, like... It felt like it, I think, was supposed to. Which is, I felt very confused.
Yes.
And like I didn't know really where I was going or what I was doing. And then the longer we were there, the more it made sense.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, we had a strategy where we were revealing everything. But you can imagine, too, if we just started, flipped the first one.
Yeah.
And immediately went down a path.
Because even here, you have 2 options. You go to Cookie or Takata.
Yeah. So I'm curious when we come back if having all these revealed that did anything. Because we spent a lot of time revealing locations that didn't matter.
I bet they all come in. We start here, and they all come into play. And then we immediately can be like, okay, we know where we want to go this time. We don't necessarily need to pursue this line.
Yeah, but we could have pursued it, just go the other one. Right? It's also a matter of like who you bring in may matter. Mm-hmm. And only the people.
I might try to go get Mala, but I don't really need a fast heal because it's just once a game. I need to clear that weakness.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Huh. Was there anything if you didn't have the ally in play, did it say anything differently? Like,
it just said when you would use her, you use the Resolute
because you can always choose a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. We should do the one that cancels snow tokens. We should see what that one's about.
Yeah, and try to get the upgraded version of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, Edge of the Earth. That is beautiful. This game, this campaign feels great already. I gotta tell you.
The other thing that's notable
is... It's a real campaign.
I went from like 4 to Kelly Lee weaknesses in my deck. I have 1 right now. So like just clearing those out on a scenario that's not that threatening.
Let's see what I'm at. I've only got 2 left.
Yeah.
So that is helpful.
I think that's actually... There are scenarios where you have the time to just draw cards and resolve those. This is one of those.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's the point. Maybe
nice,
that's how it's supposed to work. The Mirage is where you deal with all this weird, strange weakness stuff.
The strange stuff.
All right, good. Friends. Hey, thank you so much for joining us.
We'll be back next week with the actual Scenario 3, City of the Elder Things.
We're going to keep moving through Arkham and should be able to finish Edge of the Earth. So week after week, we're going to be doing Arkham. So come back next Monday and the Monday after that. And we'll have a little mini-series, a little session here. We've got our Edge of the Earth products that are close to done. Well, they are done, close to being delivered. Yeah. So any one of these Mondays will announce that they're officially available. We'll probably do that for the first time here on the stream. So keep your ears locked and your eyes forward.
And major shout out.
Is that marketing?
Pay attention. I don't know. Just a huge shout out, all our subscribers and all the people who are buying the Mythos tokens. We're literally, the game is now 6, but we launched that first Dunwich board, I think 5 years ago, roughly, this year coming up.
So weird.
The amount of support we've received on those components has been incredible. The fact that we're still making them is amazing. So thank you for being a part of this. It's really awesome.
Thanks everyone so much. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you then.